Right. Let's do this. All around me, silly messed up faces, frantic paces, bright and early for their daily doses. It's hypnosis, chemical mesmerizing. Our tears are for the frightened masses. COVID passes, divided masses. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. More rules tomorrow, more rules tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. Dreams of the world still normal are the best I've ever had. When people trust false science and do something very bad, like handing over freedom, it's a very, very masked world. Masked world. Start controlling your world. Masked world.
Welcome to Patrick Roberts, our new timeline.
Hey guys, how you doing? Can you guys hear me okay? Because I broke my headset, and I don't know if it's working. Everything's been going wrong before doing this live stream tonight. I was trying to hurry up, and this whole thermos of water, I hit it just after filling it up, and water everywhere, all over the counter, the stove, the floor, and so I had to fill the damn thing back up, and then I couldn't get the lid on it where it would stay, but you need your water. Hey Cammy. So yes, so it has been one of them nights. You know, this place is so damn funny that okay, get this. There was a really nice day about 2 or 3 days ago, right? Beautiful day. It was so hot in my apartment because I don't have air conditioning. It was, my temperature gauge read 96 degrees. So I went outside and sat on a bench out there, all by myself, with my phone, just messing around. Hey Jennifer, welcome. Just messing around. And a couple of the older ladies that live in the building, they came and sat down by me and they started talking to me. And we got on the subject of traveling and everything. I mentioned to them that I would love to go see my daughter down in Florida. You know, and so my ex-wife is a taxi driver in town. I get a phone call, or I get a text from my ex-wife, and she says, "Are you moving to Florida?" And I said, "What?" I said, "Where the hell did you get that from?" And I was not even thinking that I had that conversation until after I texted her back. where the hell did you get that I'm moving to Florida? And it's like I don't even talk to anybody. In this apartment. I don't freaking get to talk to anybody. It's like I'm on a lockdown here. But anyways, so I thought about it just after. I'm thinking, I'm like, you know what? I had that conversation with them ladies that lived in the building about going to see my daughter in Florida. So it got the I mean, what is the chances of one of these ladies getting in the cab that my wife drives out of this big? I mean, it's not that big of a city, but it's pretty big. I mean, it's you know, I don't know how many people are in. Probably over 100,000 people in this, or more. Got to be more. What are the chances of this one of them ladies that I said I wanted to go visit my daughter turn that into talking to my ex-wife who's driving a cab? Uh, I'm just like, what in the hell? This place, I'll tell you, this place is weird, and I think that you can literally, you know, you, actually you could really have fun in this place if you understood how to manipulate the this place. It's like always playing with you. It's always throwing shit in your face. Like, aha, I know this, and it's like you don't talk to very many people, but it gets around town in no time at all. And the story is changing every time it gets to another person. It changes. Um, hey, Joe Dirt, welcome. Country up here. How are you? It's a good one, very well known, I think. I'm here listening to me, so yeah, I would love to hear it. Uh, so I want to come on to share the new Mandela Effect I seen this morning. So when you're ready. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll start inviting people on right now. I was going to get into a little bit about talking about how maybe possibly I think that this is some sort of we slid into another world, another universe. But then I heard Brian Stapley talking, and he busted that all into pieces when he said that couldn't be possible because then there wouldn't be any residue. And I'm like, oh shit, that's right. How could there be residue? And I'm just like, damn it. Um, but I still think in a way.
I missed what you think this is because I heard I think this is, and then it went to here and it cut you off.
Oh, I was starting to think the concept of us uh, maybe all slid into another universe, like into another Earth. Like there's
Well, I
multiple.
think we just jumped with what I found this morning. I watched people reviewing movies all the time and previewing movies and all sorts of things. And so this morning I was watching this young person watch Demolition Man for the first time. You know it with Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock, Wesley Snipes. Very popular movie. Anyway, big change in it. It used to be that the restaurant that won the restaurant wars was, and every restaurant was. Do you remember?
No,
No? Used to be.
I I
Now
don't
let's see
know
if anybody, I'm going to give them a few seconds in chat and then read out what chat says. What was the restaurant that won the talk or won the restaurant wars? They should know. It
that. What do you
isn't
mean that
anymore
won the
though.
rest? What do
In
you
the
mean?
movie, it's a utopian society where they banned pretty much everything bad for you. So no meat, no smoking, no fluid transfers, no everything, right?
Yeah,
And this criminal gets brought out of cryosleep, which is Wesley Snipes, and so they have to bring back Sylvester Stallone, who was a cop in cryosleep, to deal with him because none of the cops know how to deal with anything violent anymore.
Yeah.
And during all of this anyway, they had a restaurant war, and there was only one restaurant that survived the restaurant war. Now, what does chat think it is?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the movie.
Oh, you got to see the movie, although it's changed now once, but most people should know this. I'm going to flip over to chat, see anybody answer.
Joe Dirt said Taco Bell.
Okay, yeah, Joe Dirt remembers it the way I do. It is not Taco Bell. As of this morning, it is Pizza Hut.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck? I've seen that movie like probably 15 times, so I know it was Taco Bell. I used to make jokes about Taco Bell being the only restaurant.
That's awesome when you find
I'm brand new this morning, and there have been a lot of people who in the last, say, 2 or 3 days have noticed something weird has gone on. I think something big has been changed.
You know, I wanted to tell everybody this is what I'm going to start doing is I've noticed that the third party, I've said this many times, and people are starting to catch on to this too, that the third party, anything third party made up, drawn, what you say, what poses, whatever you're doing cannot be changed because this place cannot change your free will. So I take the free will of drawing, like say the A&W, you know that restaurant A&W? Okay, so let's do a Burger King. Everybody knows Burger King, right? Right? You know Burger King?
Yes.
King? Okay, so take the whole Burger King logo the way it is, and you draw it out the way it is, and someday
it'll be completely different. Everything is doing this slowly, but each time it's doing this, I think something's been changed. My weather drastically changed. We went from rainy to sunny.
Go back and read or look at your photo that you drew. You will see the Mandela effect in your photo because it won't change. That's what I've been trying to tell people for a long time.
But what I think happens is if you're unaffected by the change and you've done that drawing, it won't be affected. I think if somebody who is affected might have it changed. I think it has something directly to do with us not being able to upgrade to the new programming.
Well, I think there's
a chance. It is that everybody else is getting that we're not.
I think there's a chance of everybody being affected or everybody being Mandela affected.
Well, I think when they're ready, they will, but not until they're ready, which is why some don't see it.
Right, exactly. That's what I agree totally.
And but when they're ready, they will, and it'll hit them, but they'll be.
They may have to relive and start over, like we probably had to do many, many lifetimes, to get to this point.
I don't think there's any left to do.
I think that in some way, I've been watching this show from the 90s that I haven't seen in a long time called Sliders. I talked about it on here before, where they slide this college kid invents this.
Oh, I've watched Sliders.
Where you can, where you can, he's got a little gadget like a cell phone, and you push a button and a wormhole
Sliders,
opens.
Quantum Leap.
Yeah, they're all awesome.
A little bit.
I loved them all when I was a kid. I was onto all that shit early on. And,
you can find a lot of interesting bits in a lot of the stuff they put out, but it's just bits that you got to figure out which bits are the right bits. And as you're going through it, you start recognizing them.
Why do you think that we're so drawn to stuff like this and other people aren't?
I don't think we're drawn to it so much as I just think we notice it. Like it's something that sticks out for us, and it's like, what?
Right, but early on in our childhood, as we grow up through our mid
I've
ages,
always
it's
had it.
we've been drawn to this sort of stuff, like Quantum Leap, Sliders, all that stuff, all them type of movies and TV series and stuff like that.
Well,
We've
yes,
been
but
drawn,
to
we've
be
been drawn to
fair,
want
there's
to
a
know
lot of
this
asleep people who have been drawn to those movies too, and they just
since I was a
haven't figured it out yet.
teenager. Since I was a teenager, I've been drawn to wanting to know the truth about the JFK assassination. You know, and
The difference
all
is you probably asked for the truth, and they
yeah,
haven't.
I know. Right, yes, that could be too because I've asked for the truth many
Yeah.
times
If
about
you've
everything.
gotten to the point where you're desperate enough that you actually prayed and got through and asked the right things, then you would have gotten woken up.
I know. I think I've figured this place out to a point, and I just
Oh,
can't figure out how
see why
to
I'm yelling.
play with it, like how to um, make myself better health wise. Manipulate the codes. I wish I knew how to do that so I could, make myself not be in pain, and then I
Well, but
would.
you want to do it on the right way, which is that there's a way to do it where you're accessing from the wrong side. And yeah, you got to make sure you're doing it from the right side. If you just want to manipulate it without learning all the right steps and jumping steps, and
Right,
it's
and
very dangerous.
I don't mean manipulate in a bad way. I mean
Yeah,
manipulate to
you just want to know what it
try to
is you're
figure
supposed
out,
to be doing.
yeah, try to figure out the truth in who I am. That's who I want to know who I am. I want to know what I did in the past. I want to know what I'm supposed to do in the future or what my plans
You're supposed
are.
to live now. You're supposed to live fully so that you don't have regret at the end. And love. It's pretty much it. Everything you're supposed to know will just automatically be told to you when the time is right for you to know. And you're just supposed to be doing your best to live your best life, pretty much, with what you're given. And we're all given different things, and it's all meant for different things.
Do you guys watch the YouTube is just like spewing out so much fear as far as how America's going to get attacked by the Chinese, and the Chinese are surrounding America and stuff like that. It's getting crazy. They just did a thing in Tampa Bay. I heard today or
But
yesterday.
still creating division. Remember, fear is what they need. And they need you distracted and fearful, because as long as you're fearful, you're not living your true, full, happy life.
Right,
And that their whole purpose is to mess with your well being. And when
right,
your well being is messed with and you live in fear, your brain sets off different chemicals. After your brain having that for so long, it can't do that. And it starts deteriorating and breaking down. And that shit causes illness. It really does.
right.
And so most of what you're probably going through can be solved by turning the TV off. I literally do not own a television. I do not pay for cable. I do not have a television. I do not watch the news. Turn it off. Unless there's Chinese surrounding your house, it's not
Yeah,
real. It's
yeah.
them causing an issue. You want to know where Chinese are? They're locked in towers, being starved to death. They're not outside your house. They're not surrounding your country.
Right.
They aren't going to come physically at you. They're attacking you with other things. They have
Yeah.
big
Well,
bombs you can send from very far away. They're not going to come in and flood your streets to come round you
I
up. They're
got,
just going to kill you off if they
I
want to
got,
kill you.
I
You'll never
gotta
know
say,
it's coming till it's too late.
no, I don't fall into that bullshit.
Same with
Welcome,
Russia.
Boston Rain Mud Flood Adventures.
I can't believe
Uh,
they're actually selling the
welcome
fact to
to
people that the Ukraine
Joe.
is winning the war.
Jennifer Zenwin, welcome. And Crunchy Rap, welcome. Crunchy Rap, welcome. Zenwin, welcome. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
we've literally jumped to a new something. Something's happened and we've jumped. As of this morning, there's changes. Everybody was sore and tired and felt off and disconnected for the last little bit. And I honestly think we did a big jump. Something big changed. So I'm kind
yeah.
of curious and I would like to find out currently where they think we are in the solar system because how far did we change? Maybe we're on a different spur again. I'm like, I don't know.
Maybe we're back on Sagittarius.
We could be like my weather drastically changed from being extremely cold and not spring at all to the last 2 days have been nothing but hot sun and spring. And
It's
they
been
told us
raining.
it was going to be a big storm, and all around me stormed. Over me was sunny and a little bit of clouds, slight wind. Everybody else lost power, including my work. They had to shut down. And we didn't lose power. And then this morning, we're somewhere new. Hey, Joe.
Hey, how you
But
doing?
that's
Hey,
Hey,
great
you
welcome.
to
know,
find out, right? Yeah, it's not Taco Bell anymore. I'm freaked
no,
out a little
you mentioned how people felt off today. How you doing, Sharky?
because we're not where we were. I don't
Hey,
know if
Frankie,
gravity's
I love your
changed or
shirt.
something's changed.
Well, anyway, I'll comment on that. Last night I could not sleep at all. Right, like normal, I couldn't fall asleep until almost 6 this morning, and then I got a couple hours like normal. But anyway, the point is, talked to my grandmother today. And it's weird. Every time I can't sleep, she tells me the same fucking story, you know? I mean, she's almost 100 years old. It's like, yeah, I couldn't sleep last night, nothing like that. She was tired, sore, sick today. It's like, yeah, that's kind of how I felt, you know? I had to immediately go outside and do shit. And I felt better after that, but 4
Yeah.
o'clock this morning, 3 o'clock this morning, I was feeling like shit, man. Couldn't. I don't know. Can't
How
describe it,
you?
but the point
How
is,
are you?
someone else in my family felt the exact same way, and they had no idea why, too.
How you feeling, Sharky?
Man, I told you last night. I was like, I don't get up at 7. I ended up waking up at 7, and I went back to bed. And it was like 8. Then I got peed, and it was 9. I got to coughing, drank some coke, and next thing it was 11. I was like, okay, well, I'll just get up now. But I don't wake up at 7, and I thought that was kind of funny. Um, in its
Yeah.
own way. But yeah, I was like,
That's
and I
actually
was,
the exact time I woke up. Was 7 o'clock this morning.
yeah, it was
And
7, straight up
after
7.
after 7 o'clock, though, I honestly felt 100% better, and I only had like 45 minutes of sleep at that point. I went back to bed until like 10:30, but yeah, I woke up at exactly 7 again.
Yeah, yeah.
How about you, Tammy? You feeling off today?
I've been off and sore for about 3 days, so I knew something was going on because my back was just throbbing and had no idea what it was. Couldn't get
Yeah,
comfortable in bed for the last 3 nights.
my
I've been
whole
having problems
side
sleeping.
feels like someone beat it, you know? The
Are
whole
you a
side
side
feels like
sleeper?
someone beat me.
The
Are
only
you a
thing that
side sleeper?
what?
What?
Are you a side sleeper? I roll
No,
from side
I
to side.
literally sleep directly on my back. I don't move, don't do
I'm a
nothing.
side sleeper.
Nah.
But
Mine's
the
been
only
I'll
thing that
curl
worries
up
me
in a ball. I sleep just spread eagle. I'm right here.
the only
I
thing I
wish I
got
Yeah,
could
going
breathe like that. I
with
can't
me,
breathe like that.
the only thing that I got going on with me that's different is my eyes. My eyes are like they're turning blurry, and I can't. Um, Sometimes I can't see.
Oh, I
when
I
get that
I
think
all the time, but I just chalk it up
I
to
think it's
they,
I think it's
sometimes
getting, if the sun's changing colors, it's going to go to a blue,
the sun
like
is
Chick
hitting right
said,
now.
and it went from a yellow to a white, and I guess the next color is going to be blue. I've heard some people talk about blue. I think that's what our eyes are doing. They're just kind of adjusting beforehand, so it makes everything fuzzy. But right
Well,
now it
I
sucks
get
for
like
us because we
waves.
can't see shit.
I get waves. Everything gets wavy, and it only lasts for a few seconds to maybe a minute.
I feel
I
like a
just
lot of
figure it's
I
pressure
like
get
behind my
that. I get
eye.
that. I get that.
Yeah,
diabetes or something, but I don't know. I never been tested or nothing, but yeah, my
Pineapple.
vision goes like that all the
Can
time.
you eat pineapple, Joe?
Pardon me?
Fresh pineapple. Get rid of the
Oh yeah, I
waiting.
love pineapple. Yeah.
Fresh pineapple. If you eat that every day, about a third of a cup every day,
Oh no
in three
shit.
weeks you won't have wavies anymore.
Well, I'll make sure I eat a can of pineapple every day.
No cans. Fresh pineapple. I don't know what they do to canned pineapple, but it takes away whatever it is that works.
Well, what the hell?
I know. It sucks that you have to buy the expensive thing.
I
But
guess I'll have to
pineapples,
have
by the
two
way,
cans.
cut the
Huh?
top off and plant it and give it like sun bulbs, which I tend to get at the cheap stores because I'm not paying for the extra wattage for grow bulbs. But you can get low wattage sun bulbs and yeah, give it extra light and whatnot. But if you live somewhere where it's nice and warm, stick it
yeah.
outside. You can plant
Do
it
you,
hot and it'll grow. In 2 years, you'll get a pineapple.
Cammy? Do you remember pineapple trees? That's
Yeah.
kind of an old one, but that's
Hmm.
what pineapples grew up of, were
But
trees.
I remember
They
bananas
would,
growing right side up too, and I remember all
yeah,
sorts of
yeah,
things
yeah,
with this.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, all of a sudden pineapples are growing out of a
I
plant
don't
on the
know where
ground,
if
and I'm
they
like, what the
all of
fuck
this
is
stuff's
going on
up
here?
for debate now because we've jumped. For all we know, bananas grow the right side up again. We're back
I
in
know you always got
Sagittarius.
you do have to go back and look again because your
I know.
memory's
I'm
gonna
like,
be
I
false.
have
All
so
of a
much I have
sudden
to go
you look
look
like
at, and
an
I'm not
idiot. Like,
prepared to. I've got
but
2 days for my
yeah,
son's birthday, and I can't even see him on his birthday. That sucks. I work it. He doesn't want company. So on
who?
Tuesday, my son, I'm
Oh,
going to take him out to dinner and deliver him a birthday cake and a present on Tuesday. But he wasn't really up for doing much because he's having his first of, I'm sure, many midlife crises because he's almost 30 and he doesn't know what he wants to be and he's not where he thought he would be. And so he just doesn't want to do anything because he's
oh,
I'll
geez,
tell
excited
that's
to
you
go
that's
something.
hang
that's
out with mom.
that's part of the best part.
I remember having one of those. So he's like,
I
don't take it
guarantee
to his
you,
house.
more than half my birthdays, I've always locked my door, never went nowhere, didn't want to talk to no one, didn't want to see no one.
I'll hang out
I
with
don't know
family.
why. I don't
I
know
don't
why,
want a big
but on
party.
on my birthday, it always seemed that that's what happens, and I've done it my entire life, and I don't know why.
Yeah,
Most of my birthdays are pretty lonely events. I think there's me and my kid usually, if we have the day off. You guys are gonna have to watch me cook sunside.
Make some pineapple.
Oh, I don't have any pineapples.
Well,
I did. It
if
wasn't
you
enough
had a
cookies.
can of pineapple, you would.
Well, I have canned pineapple, but that's not what I'm making. Canned pineapples for pizza.
Yeah,
Right
I
on.
really I don't remember the show Sliders very well. I did watch it a few times, but I don't really remember that show very well to even comment on it, to tell you the truth.
Hey, welcome, Unimatrix. Yeah, sliders. Can't I'm, I have to look
let
up what
me
year
see.
it came out, but it was around 95, somewhere around there,
Yeah,
94.
sounds right. maybe a little earlier.
Yeah, and so this show, you know what the show is about, right? Where the college kid invents this
I kind of know.
cell phone.
I kind of remember. Yeah. I mean, I did watch a couple episodes, but
Yeah,
you're also talking damn near 30 years ago, and yeah, I don't
yeah,
really recall it very well.
Yeah, 1995.
yeah. Well, I did this tonight just in case. Hold on a second here. Bring this up here. Oh, we're caught up here. Yeah, there we go. So here's what we got. Yeah.
A little whiskey in your coffee makes everything good.
What we have here is
Failure to communicate.
Yeah.
failure to communicate.
What we have here
This is Mallory right here. You see that?
is.
This is the inventor of the slider thing. Hey, where'd you go?
Where? Who?
And this is another guy that slides with him. He's the professor. And they're in this world where obviously e- everybody hit the oil. So all of America is rich, so everybody's jumping up and down. So everybody's jumping up and down, but they don't have much time in this world. So they're going to be jumping soon, and there's four people that jump. You have the professor, Gilligan, and Marianne. No, I'm just kidding. You have the professor, Professor Mallory, right, which is him right there, not him. Him right there. That's Mallory. So watch. They're gonna jump. I want to get to the jump where they jump here, which is coming. Should be coming pretty soon. So here's another jumper. There's four of them, right? You've seen the
Yep.
professor. You've seen Mallory. This girl is another one of the jumpers. This is Mallory's best friend on the earth. And this is a guy. Uh, this is a guy who is a singer, and he was driving a limo while these three were sliding, and they accidentally, from their world, they accidentally picked up his limo and him and took him with them into a slide. So he's stuck with them, but they all get along really good and stuff, and they should be sliding pretty soon here. So there's a good can you guys see that? There's a good
Put
shot.
yourself just on screen, please. Take us off screen so you're bigger, if you
Oh,
can.
okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, I should have been doing that through the whole thing. See how non-professional I am here. Hmm. So, all right.
Perfect.
Okay. So let's see if we can get up a little bit closer. So there's his gadget that he built. Okay, which is really cool. Okay, so they should be jumping 56 seconds. They're going to jump. So he's saying it sucks because they would have been rich if they would have been able to stay in that world. And this reminds me so much of what we have going on today with with uh with okay, this show reminds me so much of what the Mandela effect and everything that I'm experiencing. But the one thing that I can't fit in, which I just thought about this concept with about the sliders and was watching this. I just thought about it like uh, probably a couple weeks ago, and then I was watching the other day Brian Staveley, and he started talking about how this concept of going to different worlds doesn't fit because of the residue doesn't follow. So it's like, how do we fit that in? So I'm trying to figure out how the residue. I don't. I think this is busted up, So this probably isn't what's going on because of that back there. But anyways, I like the idea of being able to travel to different worlds. So they're gonna jump into this thing, slide to another universe, another realm. So the reason I wanted to show this too, he's in this world. In this world, guys, that they just got into, the reason I wanted to show you this, one of the reasons, is because this world, everybody's sick. Not everybody, but they spread it around. You, you know what I'm saying? So look at his face, and he's sick, and she kissed him on the cheek to want to thank him for saving her from getting run over. So
We can't exactly hear what they're saying, Pat.
oh, okay. So doesn't that look familiar? And
Yeah.
this was done in 95. So all right, that's enough of that. So let's bring you guys back up because you guys are my
Hey,
peeps.
Floyd. You new people here. Just for everybody's awareness, we've had another Mandela effect and jump, a pretty big one. Taco Bell now is not a good joke to make anymore for what restaurant won the restaurant wars in Demolition Man because it didn't. They've changed it now, and it's now Pizza Hut.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Floyd.
that's
Where have you
actually messed
been?
up, man.
We've been missing you.
And that's creepy to me. But
Yeah, I
all
love
this morning
science
I was going,
fiction,
no way,
but
I'm
I
out on my
watched that
balcony
show. I watched
squawking.
that show at least 10 times, and it was always
Taco
Taco
Bell.
Bell.
Yeah.
Hold on,
And you
Cammy.
always wondered why everybody was so
Cammy.
excited to go to Taco Bell. That was the joke.
Oh, hold
Some
on.
people actually like pizza.
Can, I think she's running behind you or something, Joe. Joe, Joe, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you plain as day. Apologize.
Okay, so I wanted you to say what you were saying. Uh, you and Cammy
Well,
were
I
talking.
think everyone heard me. I said I'm a major science fiction fan, have been all my life. And Demolition Man, I watched 10 times back in the '90s.
Oh, it's
It
a
was
good thing that's
always
funny.
Taco Bell, man. It was always
Well,
Yeah,
Taco
it was
Bell.
always Taco Bell.
Yep.
But this is a big movie change, and I think bigger jumps happen, bigger changes happen that are more well known. Just like we had a big one when Star Wars changed. That was a big jump, and of course, it was a big movie change. And so they had to actually deal with a lot of people who knew that movie. And again, this is another one fairly famous. They're going to have to deal with a lot of people who know that movie. But I'm curious. I'm going to be polling people to see how many people still remember Taco Bell. And I'm going to make them go watch that movie again because that creeped me out. But it was like just in a no way, no way.
I'll tell you, when you
Yeah.
asked the question, it took me a half a second to respond Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Taco Bell,
I'm like,
plain as
yeah.
day.
I
Yeah,
loved that
that's
movie
so
because it
I'm
weird.
gonna
had
rewatch that movie now,
Stallone,
just to let
Bullock,
you know. I'm gonna
and Snipe.
rewatch it.
So I was like, yeah, that's a good movie. 3 good actors, right?
So, do you want to? Some people are explaining. Some people, I don't know. Do you guys all understand what they're talking about in the movie? What movie was it?
Demolition Man.
Demolition.
Demolition Man.
Sylvester Stallone, Sandra Bullock,
Sylvester
Wesley
Stallone.
Snipes.
Okay, Sylvester Stallone was the cop, right?
Yeah,
And he
Wesley
and he
Snipes
was
was the
treated
bad
like
guy.
police was the
Yeah.
bad guy.
Sandra Bullock was
And
a
And
cop.
he had
Sandra
some.
Bullock is a cop, but she's from the new generation who doesn't really know anything old school. So, like, she only knows things from viewing archives. They
Yeah.
sing commercials is their radio, and they sing it like music and think it's cool. But they
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
swear,
that's
they
it.
can't
Yep,
eat meat,
yep.
they can't do anything that's considered bad. So, no smoking, no drinking, no bodily fluid exchange. So, no sex, no kissing, no touching. They're not used to touching. The cops had to
Wow.
look up how to arrest somebody because they didn't know how.
Me and
Hmm.
Sharky, we'd be obsolete.
You'd be underground with that guy eating the rat burgers. You know it.
So
Oh
with
crap, yeah. Yeah, I like to drink it like to cuss Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
Back when he used to smoke all them damn cigarettes all the time and talk about loving smoking, and before he got taken over
er,
by the fucking clone wars
If you've not
and
seen the movie, I recommend seeing it. It's still funny, but just keep in mind when
every
they say Pizza Hut,
every
it's supposed to say Taco Bell.
every time we
Funnier
go
with
through
Taco Bell.
a big every time we
I'm
go
gonna
through a big
rewatch that
set of
next couple days.
changes.
That and Judge Dredd, just to see.
That was saying something.
Yeah, every time we go through a big set of changes, um, no, I fucking forgot what I was saying. We go through a big set of changes, and no, well, the question was every time we go through a big set of changes, do you guys feel that it's getting better or getting worse?
I don't really feel anything, Matt.
amusement.
So Joe says no
I
difference.
do know what was said, that she experienced a major change. I definitely concur it's Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I definitely know last night I couldn't sleep, and I don't know why. The whole body felt funky. But I also know within a few minutes, about 45 minutes, I felt perfectly refreshed, normal. Uh, I did a lot of shit today, but half my side feels like someone hit me with the baseball bat. I don't know why. I've ignored it. Doesn't bother me, but I've noticed that when I touch it, it feels like someone just whacked the shit out of me. So
Wow.
that's something I'm going to start paying attention to. When that happens to me, I'm going to look around and look around.
I just looked up where is planet Earth in the galaxy, and apparently now there's a slight change. We are now on the spiral arm of the Orion arm, not the Orion spur.
Well, back there again. Okay.
So we're
Waiting to
back
get
to
back
an
to
R.
Ryan Cygnus.
But so we some
Cygnus every
change,
once in a
not
while.
back to where we remember, but there's been some change.
Were we on the Orion Arm when the
Well,
CD
they
went?
called it the Orion Spur. Now they're calling it the Orion Arm.
Okay, so we haven't.
So we're still
Well,
in Orion, and we're 2/3 of the way out in the galaxy now.
I don't know how they can tell all that.
Ain't that where we were before? But Sagittarius, 2/3 out.
No, it was on the outskirts.
I remember being
Like
taught.
you
I
got
was on.
We're on the outskirts of Sagittarius,
you're spinning a
outskirts of the
spider. You
Orion
know, the
Arm,
leg of the
and now we're
spider. That's
in
where you were. The
2/3
outer
in.
edge of the spider's leg. Why you're spinning a spider?
Mm.
In layman's terms, you know.
Well, that really
How
don't matter to me very much because half the time I don't know where the fuck I am. So I'll just
shit,
leave that
me
one
either.
up to
Hey,
I just like
whatever.
to
welcome,
know all
I
the
know this
different
ain't
changes so I
home.
can keep up with them.
welcome
Run by
to
police,
and
fucking psychopaths and fucking crazy
David.
motherfuckers.
David.
All I know is that where we are now, apparently, it makes total sense that the little tiny country of Ukraine can win a war against Russia.
Yeah, I mean, come on, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't believe any of that bullshit. It's all fucking
No, I
whatever.
think that's a lie. I think they're getting their fucking ass kicked, man. That's a total lie. I think it's all
I think they're
propaganda.
over there. They're
It's
over
like
there.
Tokyo Rose, you know?
Probably
Just like
over
I
there.
think they
Tokyo
keep that.
Rose or Baghdad Bob.
Listen,
Everything's great. We're pushing them back.
Look,
Yeah, I think it's all bullshit.
that distraction's
listen.
gone
I
on long
think
enough.
they.
They need to get to the next one, which apparently is monkeypox. I don't know if
Hey,
you guys have been
listen.
warned about it.
I think they. Yeah. I think they cleared that whole fucking city out and they started bombing it. There's nobody in them fucking buildings and shit. It was all ruined buildings that they were gonna tear down anyways. So they make it
That,
look like a big fucking war going on over there. And really, come on, it's I don't believe a fucking word of
that
it.
part I don't know. But the parts that I do know is even though they're 30 years behind, and I'm not talking UK, I'm talking RU, even though they're 30 years behind in military tactics, they're still whooping their fucking ass, dude. I mean, America's losing a lot of shit. I shouldn't say that because that'll get you cut, right? But I believe we're taking some serious losses, man. We shouldn't even be there, by the way, but yeah, I don't believe them.
Yeah. Well, is that better? Can you guys hear me better?
Yeah, you
I'm
got
We
trying
one.
heard
to.
you fine before.
Oh, did you? This chat was saying I was really low. So how am I now?
You're fine.
Okay, so
Sound for in here and sound for YouTube are two different things. I discovered that the other day.
I was saying I think that they cleared the buildings out. It's just like it's like a lot of these mass shootings that go on around here. It's all fucking psyop, false flag shit. And
Yeah.
not look at nine
Yeah.
eleven. Look how they pulled 9/11 off, you know. And they got the guy who runs Ukraine. They got him. The United States got him in his back pocket. They're the ones that put him in charge of, their
Well, you make a
Ukraine's.
guy a billionaire overnight, of course you got him in his back pocket. But no, I agree
Yeah,
with you. A lot of the shit is staged, but honestly, I do not believe they're fucking UK is winning it all. It's fucking RU is kicking ass, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I totally agree with Lisa. Russia are the good guys here. Yeah, I believe that too. I believe that.
Also, from what I heard, uh,
I refuse to call either
them,
side
them,
good guys.
them,
If you're
them Chi Toms, right?
around killing a whole
Them
bunch of
Chi
people,
guys,
maybe you're good. But
they
Hold on,
activated
Tammy.
over 900 merchant ships, and they're loading them up. So we'll see what happens in the next couple months. I'll tell you that. I don't worry about it because I'm told not to worry about it. But I also know sudden destruction will come. So let's just see.
Well, I mean, look at what we're talking. Well, look how we're talking about this fake reality, and look at the shirt he's wearing. CNN fake news. Exactly. So your
Is
shirt
that
fits
what I
right in.
got on? Oh my goodness. Oh, look at them boobies.
Yeah, it's
I
Yeah,
kind
you
of like to see.
miss the days when all men had pecs. Remember, we used to have pecs. They called us pecs. You had pecs if you had a bigger set of titties than normal man. You know, you get pecs. Now we got fucking man boobs.
well,
Like,
if
that's
It's a new
nice.
day.
they're
It's
saggy,
a
they're
new
man
day,
boobs.
man.
If they're muscular, they're pecs.
Oh yeah, yeah. The muscular structure is totally different here in this body I'm in. Like, what
Oh,
the fuck is
yeah.
going on?
It's changed all over the place, which is interesting.
Shit. Yeah, it's
no.
like I'm
It's
more.
changed in animals
I'm
and
in a
it's changed in people.
definitely a more feminized fucking body. I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
what the
and
I
hell is
I
going
should
on?
be
You
able
know?
to join the girls. I should be able to join
this
the
is
girls
what gets
team.
me. If you guys don't work out, you get more girly. If you work out, then you look like, have you ever seen one of those weird genetically modified bulls that are nothing but muscle and they're just that's what the guys look like now when they work out. Here they can't like even wipe their damn butt once they're certain amount of muscle. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking
The
like
amount of
that never
In
muscle
my
used to
mid
is
be
20s,
a
I had a
thing.
slight problem. I was kind
But
of like this in my mid 20s.
yeah, but
You
could you
lose
reach
a
yeah.
your
lot
ass?
when you stop, man.
Could you reach your ass though? Because I've seen some of those
Yeah,
guys
I
that are
could have.
swole,
I
and
didn't
I'm
get that
telling you, they
big.
must have a prop because they're not wiping their own ass. There's no way it reaches.
Yeah, I only got to
Mm,
180, and that was pretty fucking big for my height. I only got to
Like
about
mm,
180.
when I grew up, muscular guys could still reach that way. Like just the way the bodies where it's changed now. Something's changed,
yeah.
and I can't
It's
pinpoint exactly what muscular structure changed, but it's yeah.
it
If you
made
get too
people
swole, you can't wipe your butt. Don't get too
pe,
swole.
pe, people are more hawkish and
I tell you what, I lick my butt.
yeah, they're more the
If
guys
you could
are
lick
way
your butt,
more.
Pat, you'd never leave your room.
You know, it's just different
Because if
here.
you're
It's
that flexible, you could do a lot of things. And yeah, I don't think you'd ever leave your room.
Just wanted to say hi.
Team polar bear.
No comment on that one.
Team polar bear. They're going to go extinct, but that's okay because they're coming out with growler bears, which is grizzly bears that breed with polar bears, and they can leave the polar regions. And the only thing more deadly than a grizzly bear is a polar bear. And I don't know what the two is going to do, but they're out there now. We have
Yeah,
them.
as
I
long
guess
as you
they're
got a
more dangerous.
45-70 cal, I don't think you got to worry about them.
Oh, really? Because the guys that have
How
the big,
many
big,
people
big
got a
guns,
45-70 cal though?
the guys that have the big hunting guns are scared of the polar bears because the brain is so small and you have to hit it in just the right area and it's really hard to get to that part of the skull while it's running at you, and they don't have any natural enemies, and
It does.
they've
It does
shot them
bounce
7 8
off. Yeah.
times before they've dropped them. You don't usually have that kind of time.
I got a crossbow big enough to take down the bear that's here, so
Yeah, but the bears are
I'm
there,
not too
not
worried
polar
about a
bears.
grizzly bear.
Polar bears are twice the size of a grizzly bear, and a grizzly bear is bigger than your bears.
Well, I know that,
Imagine a
but
bear
that's
about the
what I'm
size
saying.
of a
Not
moose.
too worried. Not too worried. They gotta come through you first, so I'll be okay.
I already told everybody I'm dropping everything that smells good, and I'm running because that's the only thing you've got in your favor. Is it might be hungry, you might want whatever it is. So like bacon, steaks, I'm dropping it all. Don't anybody pick up anything I'm dropping if I'm
Rule
running.
number one: you always walk with a slower friend.
Mm-hmm.
My roommate says that he's
Mm-hmm.
going to
Mm-hmm.
whack me in the knee with a stick so that I'll be the slower one. Because he understands that concept too. And I said, yeah, but I might be whacking you with a stick too, but mine will be sharp so you bleed so you smell good. He just looks at me and I'm like, well, you whacked me with a stick first. It's fair game once you whacked me with a stick.
No, the animals don't concern me. But there is a verse that does say the animals will turn against man himself.
Polar bears are
You
that
know,
would be one thing I would be
animals
scared of.
saying
There isn't anything that a polar bear is scared of. A polar bear will approach a walrus. A polar bear will approach anything. It's not scared of anything.
Hey,
It's
let
bad
me
enough
ask
a
you a
grizzly bear.
question. This is totally off topic. What is the most dangerous animal that you all believe exists on Earth?
Oh, it's a really
Not in the
tiny one.
oceans, on land.
Yeah,
What
it's a
is the
tiny
most
one.
dangerous animal?
Well, there's a
I
tiny
have
one.
mine.
It depends because it's per region. Where I live, we have very few, which is nice. Like you're worried about the
No,
bears, but the bears we
the
have here are black
whole
bears.
world. The
But
whole world.
worldwide is probably a really tiny one. I'd be probably more scared of the insects and snakes than I would of almost anything else. Lizards after that, and then we go up from there. But I would be very, very, very timid of very tiny things.
See, half of what you
I
just said, I don't consider an animal. Insects, not an animal. Snakes, reptiles, not an animal. We're talking mammal.
mammal. Or are we talking dangerous for poisonous wise or dangerous just most likely to rip your face off and eat you? Because
All right, go ahead, Sharky. What do you think's the most dangerous mammal?
You.
Well, that's only 2% true.
Well, no, but
That's
other than
only
that,
two percent
I
true.
would say our closest are dogs.
Okay, how about you,
If
Patrick?
like if my dog I sleep with every night turned on me, it would happen. I had to hit this dog in the mouth before. When it was a puppy, it's been the best dog ever. But that's another fucking story. But
I
I think I've
understand.
told that here before. But it's But yeah, closest to me, that's if that happened, I would not expect it. And if the energies change, and all of a sudden the animals go bonkers, while
So
we're
you
going
have a
bonkers
fear.
too,
You have a fear of your pack turning against you. That's
could
what I'm
be.
sensing. You got a fear of the pack
I'd
turning
be way less
against you.
scared of a dog than a
Well,
polar bear.
What
that's
about you,
how.
Patrick? What's your most dangerous that you believe?
Nothing.
Other
I
than
don't
Okay,
fear.
humans.
Tammy, what do you think?
Well, actual mammals, the most dangerous thing on the planet is humans, but that's
We
beyond.
already
If we're
dismissed
talking
that.
besides us, it's still going to be something small. It's going to be something that is going to be able to just get you because it's kind of like dogs. The big dogs, I'm not scared of. I'm scared
You
of the
might
little
be
dogs that can
guessing
get
a
you 100
badger.
times. So
We're going to say you guess a badger or a wolverine.
Oh, I would think a little scarier than that. Probably more like a
I don't know.
Tasmanian
Wolverine's
devil.
pretty threatening.
They
No,
are, but they're not the most threatening. They might be for North America, but there are way more dangerous things than things in North America.
Well, then speak up. Pick one.
I wouldn't be able to probably name it because there's so many little tiny things that
All
I
right. Well, I'll
looked
just
into
tell you
that
what
are
I
like this big, and then they're like, don't ever go near it because its saliva will this and its hair will that, and if you touch it, everything will swell and you'll stop breathing. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's so cute.
I think it's the hippopotamus.
Oh, that one's
I
pretty
think the
dangerous too.
hippopotamus is the most dangerous fucking land animal.
And sea, well, river.
Oh, that motherfucker will bite an
That
alligator
would get
or a
you.
crocodile in half. Like, fuck with. They're extremely fast here too. They go behind motorboats and
I was gonna say,
that's
yeah,
a
they're fast
fucking
on land and
motorboat.
they're faster in the fucking water.
It makes no sense. Here,
What, a
but that's how they
hippopotamus?
move. Well,
A
yeah, I mean, when you look at them,
hippopotamus.
you think, oh, they're slow, but them
No.
motherfuckers are like bopping up and down, riding the waves of boats.
The only thing cute about them is the way they poop.
Oh God, yeah, that's horrific.
Oh man,
There you go.
I love watching people when they first. Yeah, they do that and they wave their tails, so it
sorry.
sprays poo
I still
everywhere.
go for
Oh
the hippo.
God, man. Oh, what a fucking mess. Yeah, that's almost funny. It's like, oh my God.
I love it.
You know, like on Revenge of the Nerds when Ogre and Booger were there trying to do their burp thing, they ain't got nothing on the hippo. If they had a farting contest, the hippo would have totally fucking taken them down big time.
I think it's the hippo though.
It's funny.
I watched hippos fucking smash crocodiles. I've watched them smash fucking humans. I think it's the hippo, dude. And I grew up with a bear. And
I would be curious to see how a hippo would do against a polar bear, though.
Oh,
a polar bear?
It'd smash it.
I don't know.
No, that hippo opened his
bears
mouth.
the size of the bears that you're dealing with. Think a whole hell of a lot bigger. Think something more the weight of a hippo.
One bite,
but with claws.
gone.
Well, that's why I'm going. I'm wondering what it is because the hippo is fairly fast, but the polar bear is aggressive, and yeah, I'm curious because it would be a pretty fair fight. That's why I said I'd be curious, but they don't live in anywhere near close territory, so they're not going to get together and do it ever. But that would be interesting to watch. Because polar bears, like, yeah, they had to come up with stuff because you're not even safe in a vehicle from a polar bear. You're not safe in a house from a polar bear, or like they can rip through metal. They can rip through their yeah. No, I wouldn't want a polar bear.
I totally believe you all got valid points. I mean, Sharka believes it could be the dog species. You believe it could be the pig species, the bear species. I think it's the hippo.
From my continent.
What the hell do I know, you know?
I think still dangerous little tiny things are the most dangerous things on the planet.
Did you guys see that idiot that was in chat?
Yeah, I just saw that, Patty. I was kind of saw some bullshit about that. VR Nuggets or something.
Yeah.
I caught my eye, and I don't know how to
saying that we're all crazy and people shouldn't watch us hillbillies that think that we know the truth or telling them the truth, that we get our truth from YouTube.
I don't know.
I don't know nothing, man. That's why I was asking the question.
Yeah, whatever. They can suck it. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I just saw the movie clip on YouTube, but that's not true. I didn't get all my truth from YouTube. Because I started this long before YouTube ever existed. I'm pretty sure most of us have been around.
I might have read a book once.
Yeah.
Us hillbillies, you know, we didn't have television, so we might have had to read some books.
If they only knew the things we had to do, we were.
You're welcome, Zenwin. I'll kick ass. Come on, try to come in this chat again, buddy.
The amount of time I had to try and explain to people why I knew goat's milk would work for baby formula was just crazy.
I don't have a problem letting people talk and say their piece, but I have to stop it when you cut in to somebody or a group. You can't be cutting people down and saying shit against somebody
They were
else.
bringing in names too that's not even in this chat.
If you think you're right
I got
and you're
some
trying
jealous
to
lovers out there, man.
whatever
You know,
you're
give
trying
them a
to
break.
do, that's the worst way to go about it. You are the one that needs to be prayed for. So go bother somebody else's channel because you really don't bother me. I mean, I laugh at everything you say because I know what the truth is. You don't have
Yeah,
to
you
come in
don't
my
need this fucking hillbilly weed, man.
Fucking some people's
Without
kid.
the hillbilly, your fucking cities wouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
Whoa. You go, baby.
You can call me a hillbilly. You can call me whatever you want
Oh,
because it
got one of them.
don't bother me. Because
Yeah,
I
Got
just
one of
I prefer the term hokey, but
show.
that's
Okie
just me.
from Kanuki or Kanuki or Kaskookie or Okie from
Pinocchio.
Muskogee.
I
Muskogee.
think Lisa triggered him because of that. What I put up there, those Lisa wrote, those that are Mandela affected are part of the elect. Hang in there. I think that's what triggered him right there.
You see my little helper?
I
No,
have
I'm
no
What?
idea,
reading
but
stuff up here.
I couldn't disagree with Lisa, but I
Yeah.
couldn't agree either because I don't have a clue. But
Oh, right.
there is some
That's
reason we all notice.
just her what she thinks, and
Yeah,
whether or
that's
not
wonderful.
I would love to be part of the elect. I hope I am. I don't know, but that would better about helping people and being and and the thing about it is we all want to be recognized by the Lord, right? We want the Lord to tell us we're doing okay, right? That's what I
I,
want.
yeah, I think Crunchy Rap said something very important the other day, and I can't remember what it was, but it was when I said, "Hey, if God ever told me I can go up there to heaven, I'm not sure I'd want to, man, because I know how much of a pollutant I am." You know what I mean? And he
Yeah.
said something that actually, I don't know, it made sense. I can't even remember what he said, but hey, we're all walking through this life. Believe or don't believe, I can care less. But I do care
I
a lot. I would like you to believe, but it's not my place to convince you. Only the big guy is going to come down and show you something that changes your life, man. You could be the worst
Yeah.
evil scum in the world, and then you have that one instant, and you could become an entirely different person.
This is what he said, word for word. Stop following hillbillies saying they know the truth about everything. You get your info on YouTube. You make me laugh.
Well, good for them, Move on.
He or she says,
Yeah,
I
stick
think,
around a bit, learn something then, right? Or
he
have
says,
a
I
good
think,
laugh. Have a good laugh.
he's, hey, he says, I think you guys should wake up. And then he says, you guys stealing money. And then he says, Karen B and other demons.
We're
So,
stealing money? How are we stealing money?
I like
yeah,
this
I
guy
don't,
already. I like
You
him.
guys, you guys live
We
in.
got a bona fide
You,
troll. I
hold,
like him.
hold on.
That means we're
You
actually
guys,
getting somewhere.
you guys live in fear. Mandela effect is not real. Flat Earth, or you guys are losing. Getting older, still not in truth. I wouldn't want to know what your truth is, buddy. I really wouldn't,
It's kind
because
of funny that he says living in fear when I just sat here and told you I'm told to have
yeah,
no concern or fear, and I don't.
Scared of it. I'm entertained by
Yeah,
it
I'm just
because
you
waiting
know,
for the
they was.
day. That's all.
the
yeah.
hell is
I'm
my
going to be
dog
mean to you
outside?
guys though and have to go off camera and unmute so I can eat my dinner.
There we go.
No, my phone.
Jaden, the inside outside, I didn't let her out. Doggy. Inside,
But I
walked
will
with me
be
to the
here.
bathroom a while
Come back
ago,
after.
now barking to come back inside, and I didn't even let her out. That's kind
Now,
of fucking weird bullshit. Huh?
Sharkticon should be living in fear. I mean, that chandelier,
Promising.
that looks dangerous falling down.
Oh yeah, no, I got all my glasses up there. All of them are different eyesights I've experienced through them glasses, so
Oh, no
it's
shit.
protection.
The
Yeah, it's like a
Cammy,
great big eyeball I made myself to look down on me and go, you're still a stupid motherfucker, but you're kind of getting it some way, in a weird way, figured out a roundabout way. So just go with it, man. Don't worry about
oh yeah, hey, I wanted to ask you guys.
That is so
I,
awesome now.
it.
hey, I wanted to ask you guys. If you are rumbling through your uh, food that you've put like aside for emergencies, and you come across a box of oatmeal bars or oat wheat bar, whatever they called, um, and they're like two in a package, and the date is 9 months ago it expired. Do you think this June, actually next month, will be a year it expired? Said says
Should be fine.
It
I'll
says
should
tell
be
you
fine.
something.
It's not an expiry date. It's a best
I'm,
before date.
I'm going to tell
yeah,
you right away. I
I
got a
that's
eat
lot
it.
of cans that have expired by 5 years, and I've thrown a lot of shit away too. I mean, I'm an avid collector of that shit. All right, it's just a habit of mine. I always buy 3 cans when I need one. All right,
mhm.
bad
Yes.
habit all my life, man.
Just
If
check
I
it for
open the
random
drawers
house.
around here, I could feed a family of 5 for 2 years. You know what I mean? What
Hey,
the
Salted
fuck,
Peter,
dude? I've
welcome.
opened
Mm-hmm.
shit that was 5 years old, 8 years old,
So
Well,
and
you
I'm
cans
would,
last
still
at least
alive.
7 years.
I'm still alive.
yeah, no, I was just wondering. Yeah, I know canned food is good for a while, but I found this box of oatmeal bars or whatever they are, and um,
Try it out. Unless it's got nuts in it, it
It
should be all
depends.
right. The
Yeah,
nuts could have gone
so
rancid, but other than that, you'll be
yeah,
good.
yeah. And
Yeah, I
it,
think
did
it's
they add
good. I
sugar
mean,
to it? Did they
The
add
sugar will keep
sugar
it.
or brown sugar? I mean, it does matter. But you can also take a little piece, and even if it's half poison, it ain't going to kill you. You can taste it. You're going to know if it's bad.
I was gonna say, if you take a bite and it tastes like crap, spit it out. And if it tastes good, it's good.
Pretty much.
yeah.
It's not rat poison.
I would think it's
You
gonna
could
be
have touched your
fine.
tongue.
yeah,
Those
no,
kind of
it's
things, I think I would,
less
I would take a long time past that date. It'd be fine.
Mhm.
crunchy oats.
Hey,
Mayo and
uh,
Miracle Whip
uh,
will last a year past its best before date as long as it's unopened.
And I
now I
can't
gotta.
answer that one. I don't
How?
store fucking granola bars, so I can't answer that one.
Yeah, there's the
Now,
year before date.
how the fuck is it that I had to buy another refrigerator, right? And it's
No, I
working
said
I
no.
good,
can't see
whatever.
that.
Hi, Brenda.
Best
Yeah, that's the
Buy,
best before date.
yeah, June 21st,
Mhm.
20.
It should
Yeah.
be fine. Just open
So
it up and try it.
yeah,
And unless it tastes horrible or smells
opened one
completely off, you're fine.
and I'm gonna do a live test on air. Oh shit! I shouldn't have cracked it that way.
What flavor is it?
It's
Oats.
honey and oats.
Yeah, honey and oats.
Then you should be fine.
It's
Oh, is that solid?
they smell stale.
No, is it
Well, it's
solid?
definitely going to
Not
be
like
stale. It's
chewy.
definitely going to be stale. You know,
You know,
that.
there's a solid granola bar and there's a chewy granola bar. Is that the solid granola bar?
Yeah.
Oh, that fucker's fine, man. You can eat that shit 30 years from now. Don't worry about
That's what
that
I'm
shit.
saying.
Chewy, maybe,
Like,
you know,
it's
but
like a cracker.
hard. Yeah, it's
No,
like
no,
a fucking. It's a them old MRE crackers and shit we used to get in the fucking service and that damn MRE
Keep
cheese.
taking a second bite so it's not horrible.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I didn't do the service, but one of my
That's called space food. You know,
I
space
had quite a
food.
few cousins that every time they'd go to camp or something, they'd always bring me back 3 MREs, man.
Oh my God,
So
yeah,
I
Lord.
collected them for fucking 30 years, dude.
Yeah, well, be careful of the cheese. Everything else should be okay, but I
Yeah,
did have to
half
have
of it's fucking garbage.
a bunch of about
The
6
half you can't eat, you give to your dog.
you always open to smell it. Don't get drunk like I did in the service and have everybody give you your old MRE cheese packets, and then next thing you got some Vietnam shit there, and you have to have fucking 8 IVs pumped into you to get the sickness out of you because you got food poisoning. I was in the service when it happened, and it was like, yeah, fun times. Gotta love it. You know,
It's starting to all make sense.
that
That's
you know,
why he's afraid of dogs.
my back was broken, right, and I was literally broke, but the Marine doesn't really care, and so we had a hurricane coming through in North Carolina, and them fuckers, I was on the lip deck. I had like literally a light duty chit that said no wearing of Kevlar and shit like that. Which we
That's
called
why.
a laminated light duty chit, right? So, but them fuckers all of a sudden it's like we had a hurricane. And it's like, hey, Lockhart, you got to go. Corporal Lockhart, you got to go over here. And I'm like, over where? And it's like, yeah, we're not telling you to do anything, is all they always say. But we're going to put this generator out there to run a medical facility at the at the hospital, or it wasn't a hospital, but it was a little hospital. You know what I'm saying? It's like a clinic, And so we're going to put the generator over there to run the power for the clinic if the power goes out in a hurricane. And I'm sorry, you're a limp dick, so you're right there. You're running the generator. If you get hurt, just walk inside and they'll help you out. I'm like, well, that makes, I guess, kind of some sort of sense. I'm like, if I can be placed anywhere, hell yeah, I'll just sit outside the fucking damn hospital, fucking with my fucking little generator, running the power if the power goes out. Like, the place is retarded, man. And you gotta laugh. I've had to laugh so many times. It's just so fucking funny here.
Hey.
What? Okay.
Crunchy Supreme made. That's why I like watching these older films, because Crunchy Rap found a Mandela Effect in the little bit of that I showed. Remember when they had the dollar sign? The dollar sign has 2 lines through it, and here dollar sign only has 1 line through it. Well, look at here. Do I have to blow this up?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Blow it up. Cannot see it yet.
See it?
Not quite. I see sexy.
You don't see the S is a dollar sign.
I
See
can
how?
see the $1 sign. I can't see two. Now I see
Ooh.
two. Greed is sexy.
So he found the Mandela. See that? That's like what I watch these old films because you see the
No,
Mandela.
you're right, dude. That was great.
That was super.
That was great.
Crunchy Wrap found, just noticed
What
that.
the fuck? The crunchy rap got a freaking eyeglass up to the camera? How the heck did he see that?
Good job, Crunchy.
Why?
Just showed a Mandela effect. Now, you people who don't believe in the Mandela effect and all that shit, you go everywhere and search. You first ask yourself, do you remember the double line like it was on there? Yes, I bet you do. Now go search everywhere and see if you can find the dollar sign that has two lines through it anywhere. And if you do, that's residue because it's very rare to find. So
Yeah,
I got
dude, if you're as old as us, then I remember drawing two lines through that dollar
Mhm.
symbol. Never one. I
Yes,
still
the story's
draw it with
changed
two
on that
lines.
now. Now they're saying that it used to be drawn with two lines and they've simplified it to one.
Well, trying to save ink?
yeah. So,
Apparent-
Mister, whatever your name was that you came in here. See, I don't even remember who you were. So I've already forgotten you. But anyways, uh, how does the Mandela effect not real? Was that just not a Mandela effect right there, buddy? So Mandela effect popped up in good time. I don't think I've ever had a Mandela effect pop up that somebody said, "Hey, that's the Mandela effect," on a live stream like that. So kudos to
Hey,
Crunchy.
crunchy,
Crunchy.
crunchy. Good job. But the whole show started off Taco Bell.
Oh yeah.
What the
Right.
hell?
Exactly. Right, exactly. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know that one. So, but I believe you guys. Lisa says, "Notice how kickback and easygoing you all are tonight. Hell breaking loose here and around the world, yet you are untouched and feeling comfy. Do you wonder why? It's the higher vibrations sent to us." Yeah, I know. I truly believe that, Lisa. I truly believe that we are. I believe we're protected. Truly believe we're protected because we don't feed into that. We stay right in the middle, even balance. Right in the middle,
Consistency.
trying our best not to get involved or have a feeling towards one or another, like the Russia thing going on. If I'm part of this world, I would agree with what Russia is doing. Basically
Here's a
protect.
better way to put it.
But
We're not double minded.
I'm not
We're
part of.
pretty simple.
So I try to keep in the middle of things. I don't argue anymore over left or right. Republican, Democrat. That's all bullshit. It's all lies. We've been lied to. We have been lied to since the day we were born about
Yep.
everything. Everything. So you have to start all over, guys.
You can't tell them what they have to do because not even we know. All we
Yeah.
know is we're consistent, we're not double minded, and that's what you were told not to be. I don't care
Yeah.
what your sins are, as long as you continue and you're not double minded about what you think you might have did. No, just be
Oh,
yourself. Be
hey, welcome,
yourself.
Salted Cedar. Salted Cedar's in the house tonight. Welcome, Salted Cedar. Brenda Mitchell, welcome. Wow, you guys, Salted hasn't been around for a while. Brenda hasn't been around. Where's Shappy, Brenda? I haven't seen Shappy around in a long time either.
I told you, Patrick.
Everybody
Not a
just
lot of people make the Friday night stream.
no, I mean she hasn't
I
been
did
in one.
see Sirius
Wow.
started to stream though.
Maybe I made her mad about something. And Jennifer is here tonight.
I wish Chappie would have come down and visited when you was down. That'd been really
Yeah,
cool.
too. Yeah.
Maybe another go round or something.
New Work 126. New Work, are you Mandela affected? Do we know you by a different name? He
No,
wants to,
I recognize it.
really? I don't recognize. I don't think he's ever been in.
Other channels, man. Other channels.
Have you seen him on panel?
No.
Okay. All right. There's the link. Welcome, by the way, Network 126, and there's the link if you want to come on. Well, I put he wants to come on. That's why I was asking, because I don't recognize.
You know,
It's a common thing, though, man.
Yeah. So, what do you guys feel is? How do you feel about it being like? What do you do in this world as far as you dealing with other people? Like when you come in contact with other people, do you try to tell them about the Mandela effect or about any changes that you see? Do you ask them questions about this world? You know, like I one time asked a guy. I said on the world well, I asked another guy. This one is funny. I asked where we were in the universe, and he didn't get the question. And I said, like Orion, Sagittarius, all that. He goes, "Do you know where we are in the universe?" And he goes, "No." I said, and it looks like he just got, graduated like a few years. He was like about 20 years ago, or 20-year-old. And I said, "Well, don't you guys get taught that in school?" And he's like, "No." So, yeah, I thought that was kind of funny that they don't get taught cursive either in school anymore. And I wonder why. I wonder why they hide that. Could it be so the future people can't read books that are in cursive? Or
No. Cursive
hey, Teresa.
can
Hello,
become
Teresa.
creative. They don't want creative people.
Teresa.
Cursive can become creative.
Yeah, I gotcha. Mm-hmm.
Teresa.
Hey, Teresa, welcome.
Hey, Teresa. I want to ask you a question that not many actually remember, as I recall. As far as I've been able to tell, it was only about 4. I've forgot 2 people, but oh jeez, what's this girl's name in Britain? Oh shit. But anyhow, for me, Mars was before Earth. Mars was a red planet, was closer to the freaking sun. The aliens were supposed to be there, but they died out. They had to go underground because the sun started growing and it enveloped their planet, so they went underground. And that's how I knew Mars was before Earth. Here, Mars is not before Earth at all, it's after Earth. Do you know anything about Mars being before Earth? And anybody that you've talked to?
Mm-hmm.
It's not something I'm expecting a yes at all or a no at all. It's just a thing. People here
Yeah,
don't even remember Mars being before Earth. And I talk to so.
Lisa says, do not let anyone tell you Mandela isn't real. It is very real. Nobody could ever tell me that because I know my own mind. I know what is real and what's not. To me, I
Mars
know what.
was the red planet. It's not red planet here. It's got a freaking polar on the top and the bottom as well. It's like what the fuck?
They're terraforming it.
Yeah, fucking and so if Mars was before Earth and now Mars is after Earth, is
I
that how it
thought the
goes?
same thing. I thought the same thing,
Am I
Sharky.
on Mars? Is what I'm trying to say. Am I living on Mars now instead of the next one, which would be Earth? Because Mars was before Earth, but if Mars is after Earth, and I got bumped. And I
I've
don't know.
heard
It's something
some
weird
people.
I think
I guess
about.
that all. I guess that all matters if you're a him or a he or a they. Are you a him or a he or they? I probably got them all wrong, but I thought they were from Mars.
Some
I'm just a being, so I don't know what the
I've heard
hell.
some people say they think that we're on the dark side of the moon. I heard some people say that. Uh, Brenda
Yeah, no,
or
I don't
David
know,
K.
Sharky. Um, apologies, Patrick. I don't know Sharky, but when I was younger, I always thought Mars was before Earth
That's
and
what I was
Venus
taught.
was
Yes.
after. And
Yeah.
as I got older, I guess I know they switched, but that's a hard thing to get someone to admit because you'd have to
Yeah.
admit you're kind of dumb,
Yeah,
you
yeah, we are
know?
dumb. You got to
Yeah,
backtrack and
I
remember back to
remember that.
your
Yep.
my teenage self. That's what I was watching on the TV shows
Yeah.
and shit.
No
We had
way.
cable. We finally got cable, and it was more than four ABC or two, 4, 7, and 11. And then we got Fox, which was 13, and so yeah, it's something that not a lot of people even fucking talk about because there's rhymes and rhythms to how the planets are, and our friend Jen Jims had her own entire thing on a rhyme and rhythm of a song. Her daddy called her, but so she's not even from the same one I'm from. But the one I was from, um, another girl in Britain was from as well. Um, and so it made me happy. And then I think even there was two other people that I know over the last 6 years said they did remember that. But it's not it's like it's something that's like, oh shit, you're kind of fucking with my reality again when you start talking about that kind of shit. Because it's like, wait, now I got to rethink what and how and when did I get there and when did
They
I
must
lose that
have.
memory.
They must have
It wouldn't
did it
surprise me in the
corporate
least.
change.
Everything else we were taught was a lie, so why wouldn't the solar system be a lie?
What it
Well, that's what they
is.
tell us about it.
I don't
So
believe in any of
it
this
doesn't
fucking shit.
shock me in the least to have them rearrange everything at will every time they want to change and make it new. I mean, they change history all the time now. They changed the movie overnight, which really got me because I've watched that movie probably 3 times this month with different reactors, and this is the first time I've noticed it changed from Taco Bell to Pizza Hut.
Did you get my email?
Yes.
and you'll know that in the movie right away. So it's
Oh,
not something that you just barely miss.
and I was out on
You
my patio
know
this
it
morning
throughout the
watching
whole
it,
movie.
freaking out, going, no way, they
Yeah.
changed it. And then asked my roommate, and he'd never seen the movie. And I'm like, "Ah." So then I texted Sharky because I'm like, I'm sure he's seen the movie. He's a movie buff. So I texted Sharky about it. Like,
Yeah,
do you remember this movie? I swear it was Taco Bell, and now it's Pizza Hut.
it was always it was always talk about, and I
Taco
don't have
Bell.
the. I mean, I might have the movie on VCR
Yeah, for
tape,
all
but
those
I
who have
don't have a
joined
VCR to
after
play it.
I revealed this, the movie
But
Demolition Man has changed from Taco Bell being the only restaurant change to Pizza Hut being the only restaurant chain surviving.
yeah, now when I saw it had changed for me, I was watching. I think that Minty Comedic Arts. He's in like Australia or something, but it was a change from a U.S. base to like a European base, which still makes no sense to me because we're so close. So I mean, if you're talking like Saudi Arabia or some shit like that, you might be,
Hey guys,
or China or something, maybe, making the movie over. I don't know, but I still think it's a change. And I never,
Lisa,
it was
you
always fucking uh, Taco Bell, never Pizza Hut, no
okay?
matter what
Hold
has
on.
happened.
For one, Lisa, do you have a channel? Because if you do, I want to check it out because you are very fast. I'm very fascinated with what you're saying. And Teresa, the Target thing, David started talking about the Target logo being changed to black, and I don't believe it's a change. I believe that the marketers, Target marketers, are working on that. I don't think it's anything with Mandela effect, because I wouldn't pop up this much. If it was, I wouldn't have this much residue. I mean, the residue of the old. If it was really that way, I wouldn't have all this residue. You know. So I think it's the marketers playing with whatever. I don't know why they have it black, but
Hey,
um,
David should jump on. He's got a couple pearls, man. He's got a couple good ones I've heard him tell me. And
yeah. I
yeah, it's
mean,
good to
I
see
put
Lisa Tully. I've heard that idea before. I'm glad Rotman's here, by the way, but I have heard that
I never did.
idea before, Tully. And you know what? Who am I to say no or yes? I have no fracking clue at all.
yeah. So Lisa, we don't see this. Oh yeah, I wanted to read what I put up there. She says you are in a creation, aka a construct starship, Earth. Earth is a copy and overlay in this matrix. VAH, I'm not sure what that is. Virtual artificial hologram, a school for souls that got invaded. What do you mean got invaded? Yes, the skies are different. I I'm so fascinated with everything you just said there. I'm
Just
like
like
I
the
really,
old VHS is a virtual simulation hologram. You know, you're just re-watching a simulation of what could have happened. And
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
your movies are.
So did we? Do you think we lost our old Earth and we all got jolted here? Like, did our old Earth explode or? Um, Lisa says, "Thank you, my channel. A mess, not organized, but you're welcome to follow what I have and research. Yes, the bizarre as it is. It sounds true, but what do you mean by invade, Lisa? So,
Oh,
um,
you got hijacked, right? That's what she's kind of talking about. Like what you just said. Do you remember our old Earth? Well, if you're calling it your old Earth, then obviously something happened. And invaded is as easy as a word as anything else.
Yeah. I just subscribed to you, Lisa. Very fascinating. Um,
I did too while ago. Right before you, Penny.
okay.
Yeah, those
So,
kind of talkings are the weirdness of the talkings, the weirdness of the strangeness of the writings is how I write and whatever.
yeah, no,
Um,
no, I've always felt like something happened to Earth, or or as I passed away the last time in the with the
it's
kidney
off.
failure, that I just got
Off.
transferred. My
I have
consciousness just got transferred somewhere.
one more second, and I'll pause myself for a few minutes to let y'all talk. I'm not sure something happened outside, right?
Yeah.
I'm the one experiencing it. So it happened inside.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm the
Yeah.
one that's been carried. You're the one that's been carried. And we all are probably going to different destinations. We don't have no freaking clue. It's my island. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's so much externally as much as internally because I'm the one sitting in the seat for the ride.
I think as you change internally, your external changes.
Um. Okay. So if you can change your internal, you can change your external, right? That's what you're saying.
Well, I think as we progress and get to new, whether you're going up or down, because I'm sure you can probably go both ways. Um, I think our external experiences are changing to match what we need for that moment. So as you move to higher elevations, you're not staying with everybody, like all the people that think between 3D and 5D. They're not
Yeah.
going to stay in the 3D realm. They're going to move on to 5D. So they're
Yes,
outside
Teresa.
to have different.
Here, sorry, Cammy. Teresa, here is a weird question for all of you. Have any of you had a near-death experience? I'm surprised you have not heard about my near-death experience because I'll tell you what, it was a ride, and I had kidney failure in 2016, where they took me into the hospital by ambulance supposedly, and while I was in there, I didn't feel like I needed to be in there, but I guess I was kind of losing it a little bit because the police came to do like a well check, on me. My girlfriend at the time was trying to get me in the hospital, and I wouldn't go. And us Robertses don't like to go to hospitals. But so the cops showed up and they're asking me questions like what month it was, who was the president, and he stood right in front of my Christmas tree, and I could not remember what month it was. And so
Yeah.
they took me in, and I got in, and they thought that I may have overdosed on my my morphine and stuff that I was taking at home. And I said, no, I don't. I no, I didn't overdose. You could, they were trying to take blood, and they couldn't get a vein. They tried to take urine from me. I couldn't get any urine. They couldn't get nothing out of my body, and and then what they did is since they couldn't test me right
Pat
away, they were
puckered
trying to
up.
time they stuck they stuck me with a needle to bring me back if I was overdosing, whatever that's called. Stuck me with that needle to bring me back, and I I had kidney failure, but they didn't know this at the time. So when she shot me with that, all the chemicals and everything that was in my body went rushing to my brain, and I completely lost it. And I didn't know where I was. I was having hallucinations. I call them
That's when they
hallucinations.
realized they fucked up.
Yeah, and I was swinging at people, and they had to tie me down. I was calling the nurses bitches and all this shit. I guess I completely lost it. I didn't, and so they were ready to call the cops on me. And my own cousin was a nurse at that time, uh, there, right there by me, and they said I was getting so bad they were thinking about they wanted to call the cops. So, anyways, the shift change came in, and another doctor came in, and she took one look at my eyes and said, "I he's very sick," and they stuck me in the throat, my blood vein, the main blood vein, to get blood out of me, and they found out that my creatines, which everybody's creatines are supposed to be a
Yep.
1.
Yep.
They're supposed to be at a 1. Mine registered at 15. I literally should have been dead at that moment. I should have been gone. And so they rushed me to a bigger hospital. And on the way there, I coded, whatever that means. I think I stopped breathing for a little while.
Coded means
They
your heart stopped.
they got me back in. They got me into the hospital, and my girlfriend was telling me that bells and whistles were going off everywhere, and she was, starting to, break down because she didn't know what was going on either. And so at that point, I was on the table in this room, and I could see them trying to put that they were trying to incubate me, trying to put
Intubate.
the yeah. But before that, when I was at the other hospital, I'll tell you this, I had such a vivid dream, and I thought it was real, that I was in a cancer ward, and I was laying down there waiting for the ambulance to come get me. So they had me in a waiting area, and this waiting area had all these kids that had cancer, and they were drawing pictures and stuff. And I said, I want to join in, and somebody said to me, "No, you're too sick. You can't get out of bed and stuff." Because I wanted to go down and draw color, with them and stuff. And so, anyways, they got me to the other hospital, and that's when the trouble really started going, where I was starting to lose my body. I think I was starting to go out of my body because when they were putting the tube in me, trying to incubate me, I literally watched them. They were all trying to open my mouth up, trying to get that tube down my throat, and never will forget the feeling and what I was seeing. I was so calm, and I always told myself, my dad, he passed away just before or a year after this, but he had heart attacks and he had to get incubated many times. And when I seen that happen to him, I said to myself, I never want to go through that. I never want somebody to incubate me like that. So, anyways, they were shoving it down my throat. I was completely calm, completely peaceful. I was saying to myself, or somebody was saying to me, that everything was going to be fine. So I was like so calm, like they were all rushing around, panicking and everything. I was completely I didn't feel I didn't feel my legs, I didn't feel my arms, I feel nothing. But then all of a sudden, from the outside, I seen them incubate. I wasn't up or like that. I was like level with the table, and it looked like I was like just looking at myself getting incubated, and it was so weird. And then I was all of a sudden back in my body, and I was like, they were incubating me, and they had a water thing, bringing this water uh, down my throat, and I remember the water splashing up in my eyes and stuff, and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, am I supposed to be out for this? And I didn't know. Am I supposed to be awake for this? Because I'm awake. and I'm watching them do this, but I don't know. But anyways,
when you were watching yourself
yeah.
while it was happening.
So I was kind of talking to myself, saying, "Am I not? Am I supposed to be asleep? Aren't they supposed to put me to sleep for this?" So, anyways, after that, they got me on an operating table, and they were starting to put the hoses in for the dialysis machine in my neck, and so they had to sew two hoses, one in each side of my neck, and I had the other thing in my neck, the where they could give me drugs and take blood whenever they needed it. What do they call that? An IV. They had that in my neck. So I had three things in my freaking neck. And so they get me on the table, and I wake up on the table, and I'm asking the doctor to let me go. And, obviously I'm like not there, not, I'm
Like,
losing it.
ew, I don't want to be in hospital.
So, and this take me, I woke up, I talked to the doctor, and I didn't think that was real until I come out of the coma. When I came out of the coma, the doctor came to me and he said, "Hey, we had a little incident on it in the emergency room, didn't we?" And I said, "That was real. We talked to each other." And he's like, "Yeah, you're giving me a little hassle, and we had to give you something to put you back down." And I'm just like, "What? How the hell could that be real?" Because I was this took me years to remember this, because this stuff's running through my head all the time. What happened to me? This was 2016, and then I think about how could I wake up on the table and talk to him if I was incubated? If I had all that shit in my mouth, how am I talking to this doctor? And so that came across, so that's and then I seen the Mandela effect when I got out of the coma. I literally just woke up I felt like my soul, or my consciousness was moved somewhere. Because they were doing things to me that could have been, I could have been dreaming too, but they had me down by a swimming pool at one point. At one point, during my early on, they had me down by a swimming pool, and they were filling balloons with water. Now that's got to be I don't know what they were doing, and they were taking blood out of me at the time, and I was on a stretcher, and I looked over, and my girlfriend's there reading a magazine, and I'm just like, what in the hell are they doing to me? So I don't know. Things are weird. And we lost Sharky. What happened, Sharky? Did you lose?
Thank you, Pat, for telling us the story. I never heard that one before.
Oh, you didn't? I thought
No,
everybody.
I really didn't know. No.
Yeah, that
And
was the biggest.
I should have died so many times. I've only had
Yeah.
I've only had one experience where it was like, I know exactly when I just died, and I told you that story about the moon and the
Yeah,
house, and,
and another weird thing.
so I don't
Another
know.
weird.
Have I ever
Another weird.
felt anything after each incident? I'm sure I did, but did I pick up on it? No, I did not, man.
Mm,
I did not, I didn't pick up on any of the experiences that I should have died, told I was going to. No, I didn't feel any change, but except for that one example, which I'd rather not repeat tonight. So you have to check out Patrick Roberts' channel or wherever the hell I said it.
Mine happened, but it happened so early that I don't really have any memory of it because I was 3 weeks old. So, but I was dropped down a flight of cement stairs and my skull was fractured and I looked like a cone head for 3 weeks. And suffer no ill side effects that I can really come up with other than memory
we're not
issues,
talking
which I
about.
don't.
That's a whole different example. You know, I was born 2 months early, and I didn't make the first minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I wasn't
So,
dropped down like a couple of stairs. I was dropped down a flight of stairs as a brand new baby. My skull was.
Yeah.
I was literally, if you watch
babies,
the movie
babies
Coneheads,
bounce,
that's what I looked
man.
like.
You were just a bouncing baby.
I
Babies
was,
bounce.
but my brain swelled to about 5 times the normal
Yeah.
size. They literally hauled me out of school in grade 1 to keep me in the hospital for 6 months to test everything. I had every test under the sun to see how everything
Every
wired.
baby should be dropped once.
I,
You know,
I
they're
was
bouncing
There's a difference
babies.
between dropping and dropping down a flight of cement stairs.
I was born with the cord wrapped around my neck.
I was born with the
So
cord wrapped around my neck. It was wrapped 3 times. I came out blue after, I think it was 24 hours.
I told you guys about my birth already, so you have to rethink what I just told you. But yeah, that happened, man. I'm
But
two and
yeah,
a
I
half
can
months
list
early.
so many accidents
I
where
didn't make it,
technically,
man. You know.
but
But I
first
do
one,
remember one time, and this might have been the first time I can actually remember, is I remember the old man when I was like 2.5, 3 years old. We were in the middle of a lake. I think it was Hogan's Lake in California. And he said, "Learn to swim, kid." And he fucking tossed me in the lake, dude. And I sank right to the bottom. That I remember, yeah, I think it was my own ma that came down and fucking pulled me up. But yeah, so that one I do remember. That was about 2.5, 3. That was probably the first time that I can recall.
yeah, I mean, there's so much happened in my near death experience. Where the heck did she go anyways? She asked about it, and then I didn't hear from her. I haven't heard from her. So Teresa or Teresa, if you're out there, yeah, my near death experience had a bunch of things that years later, going over it and thinking about it, it's like uh, well, she's my ex girlfriend now, but my girlfriend at the time, or actually the doctor, when he came to talk to me, he also said, "So they found you on the bathroom floor, huh?" And I'm like, "No, I was up talking to the cops and everything like that, and talking to the EMTs, and I'm like, so either that was a mistake that he made, or got some false information somewhere, or they really found me on the bathroom floor, because I actually was in the bathroom an awful lot throwing up, but I just, but I do remember talking to the cops at some point. So I don't, you just don't know
Now,
what.
one day we'll make a list of all these experiences. How
Yeah.
you doing, David? Good to see you, man. You got a Mandela effect? Because I was saying you got a couple doozies that I remembered. If you got a near death experience, that'd be fucking weird. But let's let it go. Let it fly, David. Ah, he's probably busy, huh? Probably went and took a piss.
Yeah. David, where are you?
It don't matter.
He must not have any sound.
No, he's fine. He just left the room for a second.
Oh, did he? I didn't hear him
Oh,
talking
why
at all.
not?
there he is.
There we go. See, he's back.
Oh,
Hi,
my bad.
David.
I gotta let you guys talk. You know, I left it. I did
Oh,
lose it. Joe, are you spying on me?
No, I
Are you
just
spying on
know.
me?
I'm doing the same fucking thing. I just know, you know?
I thought I was like, yo, just give me 1 minute.
Yeah, like, no, it's what I would be doing.
Yeah, what I wanted to say, because I was on Brian Stapley's last night, and somebody called in about that Target thing, and I was like, what? It's black. Because I've been going to the range, you know, and They used to be red, but now they're like red and black. So I was like, no, what if he said it changed black? And sure enough, he did. He said it. I don't know if he was talking about the sign outside the store or if it was on the app because I just jumped on, but it was kind of weird.
I thought you actually meant the targets.
Yeah, I thought he actually meant like the real targets. Yeah, and then I was like, oh, the store. Oh, because I thought they were always just red, you know. But yeah, a little bit of black, but now
Yeah,
they're
it was
like,
red.
how you doing,
Yeah,
Pat?
when I looked them up, I seen that they were still a lot of red ones and some black ones. So that kind of tells me that they're both they're not that the company is doing the change. You know,
It's weird, though. Why black?
Yeah, I don't know.
Now,
I think it's red in my town, man. We have a Target in the town, and it's red.
right?
Yeah, I have one down the
Oh
street.
yeah, it's
So
always been red, and it's always had what 3
I've only
circles.
been there like I don't know, maybe 10 times in 15 years. You know.
Well,
The
it's
next
always
time you
had what
drive by,
3.
take a look, see if it's still red.
It's
That's
always
kind
had
of a
what
long ways
3 or
away. It
4.
really is out of the
I
way.
said the next time you're driving by.
It really is out of the
That
way,
way,
man.
oh yeah, that's why I said the next time you're driving by. So it might not be for a while because, like you said, you've only done it 10 times in 15 years. But the next time it happens to be on one of your travels by, just turn your head and take a look.
Pat, turn your microphone up, buddy.
Oh, you can't hear me? You can't hear me?
It's a little low.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
yeah, it's just low.
The Verizon guy.
Okay, so if I take this out, can you hear me better?
No, that didn't do nothing. But we can still hear you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All my I busted my my
He
headset.
needs a new headset with mic.
He's trying to tell you not to sit back and recline because we have a hard time listening to you when you're sitting back.
No, I think it's his computer. Maybe there's a mic set that he can turn up. That's all I was saying. Had nothing to do with him sitting back.
Let me check this thing out. This is something new that my daughter's boyfriend gave me for Christmas, and I haven't tried it out yet because it's supposed to go on a phone. Let's see if this works. Does this work better? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Take that with you.
I can hear you.
Just don't take it to the bathroom.
No, please don't.
You can't hear me now? Can't hear me?
No, it's kind of the same.
I can't hear anything.
It's a little worse.
Okay,
I think
so
it's
You can't hear us.
I think he needs to turn his volume mic up on the computer or whatever he has. I don't know.
it is all the way up. It is all the way up. It's all the way to the freaking top. It's 100%.
Wow.
Well, just hold on. Let me
We
find
can still hear you though.
Chat says good. I don't know where they say it, but they got to say good somewhere. Can you guys?
Everybody's louder than Patrick. That's the problem.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
I don't know where my other headset is.
And he's over here trying to tell a story, and everybody's speaking over him, not realizing he's talking. And he's like, "Come on, man, let me speak."
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, there you go, David. Now it's your turn.
So, David, you remember the movie Demolition Man?
Oh yeah.
No,
you don't.
No,
I'm not a big movie guy, dude.
Sandra Bullock, Wesley
music.
Snipes. Ah, well, then the Mandela Effect in that movie won't.
Yeah, probably won't mean much to me. The Demolition Man. I've heard of it.
Well, you don't actually know. You don't actually know. Do you remember what restaurant in Demolition Man that won over the world and there was only one restaurant? One fast food restaurant.
I bet it would be McDonald's, but I don't know.
No, he wouldn't know then, would he?
No,
Okay, just
I'm like,
making sure.
he picked the one that's in the Fifth Element. McDonald's is all over that.
Oh
Yeah, no, I'm
yeah,
not a big
definitely.
TV watcher, man.
See, that's something to actually keep watching. How much you
I
want
just
to
watched
bet?
it today.
I'll bet you 20
I've been
bucks
watching them.
in 20 years it'll change the fucking Burger King.
Or Wendy's.
Everything they put on TV
Or
though.
Wendy's, or yeah, Wendy's would
That
be a
better?
better example for Mickey D's. Yeah,
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
a
Is
lot
it better
better.
than the last time? A lot
Oh
better.
yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So, welcome, the Nut House. Welcome, Zenwen. Jennifer, welcome. Um, we also have welcome Captain Rankin. That and Brenda. One of my pet peeves is
Robin.
going into a room, going into a stream that they know you, and you sit there and you've been in there for 20 minutes or a half hour or so, and not basically the whole stream, and not one recognition. Like, hey, how you doing? I don't like that. So I try to make sure that I acknowledge everybody that comes into my stream. The
Yep, but I'll
dudes,
let you know, Patrick. I
huh?
think you've been hacked over the last couple weeks because I seen you in streams, and it's like that's not Patrick. So you've been getting hacked, dude. I'm just saying, I watch YouTube a lot because I always got it playing. I'm outside. I walk in every 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Nah, you've been hacked, dude. I've seen your shit in chat, and it's like, that's not Pat. So you got to forgive some people because they're not sure probably either, right? But I see you
You mean
sometimes.
somebody's using my avatar and going around and talking?
No, it's like you're talking, but you got a whole bunch of symbols before, in, and after.
That's not Patrick though. That's somebody that
What
could
That's
have
what
just
I'm saying, right?
and your
What do you mean?
name.
That just means somebody's made a
Somebody's
name
trying to be
different
you,
than
bro.
yours, and they're faking being you, and they're
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the actual chat. The
Yeah.
actual chat.
yes, I
It's
Well,
know.
the
what
same
I'm
account.
Okay,
right,
It's
you
got
can
to be the same.
no,
and
they
all,
can
That's
all
what
go
matters.
here and make one that looks identical, and they can take a letter that is like from a different keyboard, and it looks very close to the same letter, and unless you zoom in on it, you won't see the difference. And so it looks like you've spelt the same name. I've seen people do it before. And yeah, it's
I'm
just a
just
fluke.
trying to say, even if it is you chatting, someone is copying your chat. Someone's copying them. Someone's pasting them. Someone's doing something. But it was your account that I've seen over the last few days, and it's not you, but it might have been you on the question. But you got so much interference on the type that someone's copying the keyboard.
Well, it could be the AI bot that's
That's all I'm
fucking up
trying to
too.
say.
yeah,
I ain't saying shit else. Other than that,
yeah.
you got a valid point. Say
Well,
hello to everyone that shows up in chat. They matter.
That's
yeah,
kind of scary.
yeah. That's I mean, I know what it's like to sit. That's what I'm trying to explain is I know what it's like to sit in a chat and not be acknowledged. I mean, I I wouldn't want I wouldn't want 200-300 fucking people in my chat because I wouldn't be able to keep up with them all. But if I seen them the first time they come in, I'd at least say hello to them, acknowledge that they're there. I can't. I just it's just one of my pet peeves that I just don't like. I don't like, and it's not that I want recognition or anything like that. I just want somebody to say, "Hey, I hear what you're saying there in chat." Like sometimes I can't keep up with the chat when everybody's writing, but I will try to acknowledge I at least read like Zenwin wrote. I mean, I can't read all that right now because I'm talking, but I acknowledge that she wrote it, and I will get back to it. Long story, but I almost died. Sorry about that, Zen. Yeah, I remember that too. Crap. It wasn't then I was talking about when I got a flu jab when I was really young, and then I ended up in the hospital after going to three different emergency rooms, and it's a long story, but I almost died. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I think we've all got our near death experiences, and who knows how many.
Isn't that one of the similarities that we all share?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I could tell you so many of mine, and the longer you know me, the more you hear each one. And
Hmm.
I gotta tell you, that's the one thing that I've noticed on all of us is we all got at least one, you know?
Yeah. And we call them near death experiences, but what if they're not near death?
And I don't call them that so much. I call them, oh shit, that was close. You know?
Still, even oh shit, that was close could be oh shit, it really happened.
Yeah, right. Almost doesn't count unless it's what horseshoes,
Yeah.
hand grenades,
I
and a
think you
tank.
guys get it though. I think you get it though. You
Yeah,
know?
when I was healing from my and it was
Well, they're getting it now. That's the
when
point.
when I would come out of the coma and I was healing, they would not let me go until my creatines came down further to right around a one, or a little over a one, but normal is one, and they wouldn't let me go until I got. And I worked hard, drinking liquids, trying to get my P rate up and everything. And as the nurse was walking around with me, and she's like, "I can't believe that you're actually alive because my creatines were at a 15." She's like, "That's unheard of." And
Well,
I
keep
was
in mind, you probably weren't at a 15 when you went in. They probably shot you full of crap, which sent it through the fucking roof, and they put it at a 15.
yes, I agree.
You were probably at a 7,
I totally yeah, I totally believe
which is
that.
still way too high. But you
Right.
were at, oh my God, seek medical attention, not we've killing him, he's crashing, he's crashing.
Yeah,
They told me they start people at dialysis at a 5.
Yeah. So you still needed medical treatment, but at least you shouldn't have crashed. But what they did to you did all that extra stuff. And had they not done that, you probably wouldn't have needed intubated and you wouldn't have needed all these things. They caused
well,
all
the
that.
reason, you know why the reason? Because they couldn't get a IV in his veins because he was so dehydrated. When there's no veins to be plucked because he's so dehydrated that his blood's not flowing. It's crazy. I've done it with my
Yes,
pancreas.
but that's not why they
Same
did it.
kind
They
of
did it
thing.
because they didn't believe him about him not taking too much drugs. So they shot him full of
Oh,
something that
I thought you guys were talking about like when he first went
Yeah,
in and why they could
but you're
that's
both
shit.
what
you're
That is
both
caused
called
right.
him to spike to
dehydration.
a 15. They
You're
caused that whole thing. They
Yeah.
caused the
you're
crash. They caused the intubation. They caused,
listen,
you shouldn't have
you're
been billed
both
for any of that because that was their mistake.
Yeah.
you're both right. You're both right
Different
because
time.
I was dehydrated. They couldn't get an IV on me, so they couldn't test me to
Mhm.
see how much drugs I had in my system. So yeah, Cammie's right in the sense that they thought I had too many drugs in my system, so they gave me that shot. I forget what the shot is called, but they give me that shot that brings drug
Narcan, something like that.
Narcan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they Narcan me, and it sent all because I have been in dial or I've been in my my kidneys were pretty much gone at the time, so they weren't
They
filtering
basically gave you a
all.
heart attack too.
Yeah. And
Like,
because the kidneys weren't filtering, it was up to his liver and only his liver to filter out all the toxins. So he got an overdose of what he should have got. So
that's
what they gave
Yeah,
him was way more than what he needed if he was even overdosing because he wasn't
yeah,
eliminating the
I
30% your body usually does.
yeah. I wasn't overdosing because when they finally did get my test results back, it showed barely any morphine or I was on oxycodone and morphine, and I barely had any of that stuff in my system because I was so sick I was forgetting to take it, and
Well, you were
I would
throwing up too, so you weren't able to hold anything
yeah,
down to take more.
exactly. I knew something was wrong when I started throwing up black chunks, like it was like all. I'm like,
Yeah,
That
next
might have been
time.
a clue.
I hope there's not a next time, bro. You better get your ass
what?
to the hospital, bro. If you can't stop throwing
Yeah,
up, that's a problem.
and I was fighting my girlfriend the whole way. I was like, I don't want to. She
You
was
should
in
have been
my
able to tell them that you weren't on a whole bunch of drugs. I mean, she was around you that whole time.
yeah. What? What did you say?
Said that she should have been able to tell the hospital to confirm that you didn't take a whole bunch of extra drugs that day.
Well, she doesn't. She don't live. She didn't live with me. She was
He's
just
by
there.
Good
himself.
night, Jen.
She was just there checking up on me because my daughter. I gave my daughter a ride home an hour away because I had her for the weekend, and I gave her a ride home hour away. On the way back, I threw up, and it was like below zero weather, so I didn't get out of the vehicle. I pulled over on the highway and I threw up on the passenger side in the thing. And I got home and my daughter was concerned about me because I'd been sick the whole weekend. And so she had called my girlfriend to have her check up on me. So after she got off work, she showed up to check up on me. She tried to get me in the hospital. I wouldn't go, so she called my 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 cousin, who is a nurse that was working emergency that night, and she even told my girlfriend that, hey, you're if Pat doesn't want to go, he's not going to go. I can't do anything about it. So she did talk. She did try to talk me into it, and I told my cousin, no, I'm not going in. So then my girlfriend called the cops to do a welfare check on me. And when they came over, then they started giving me these little tests, to do and stuff. And I failed them all. And they said, you're going in the hospital. And I said, no, I'm not. And they said, well, if you don't, we're going to handcuff you and take you into the hospital. And
Okay,
I
I'm
was
going to
like,
the hospital.
I was like, okay,
That's what you got to do then.
yeah. I was like,
That's a good
okay,
point.
Moral of the story, you should have just listened to your girlfriend when she was insistent.
I should have listened to my daughter to begin with.
Yes.
2 days prior, she's
But
like,
if your
Dad,
daughter and your girlfriend are in agreement, especially if they don't like each other, then you'd better listen.
yeah, no, they liked each other, but it was like, I don't know, I just didn't feel like I really needed to go into the hospital. I knew I was sick, but I just was like, I can fight through this, whatever it is. But I was losing my mind at the time too. I wasn't remembering shit.
Sounds like you had a parasite.
They really got me when they asked me what month it was, and I'm like, what the fuck month is this? And I watched the cop step right in front of my Christmas tree, and I was wondering why he did that, why he was covering my Christmas tree.
Well, to
'Cause-
forget it was Christmas, is actually important. That's
yeah,
when you know you're losing something. But generally, I couldn't answer what month it was. I really did.
yeah, yeah. He
Hey,
was asking me,
Joe,
"Hey Ken, welcome."
Emmy, Dave, g'day.
Good day, kid.
Just got back from voting.
Well, you didn't want to get fined again?
Nah, it would have been an instant $50 fine, and yeah, I know, I just get sick of paying fines.
Hello, mate. Now that's a knife.
Did
Oh,
you
yeah,
write
I love
Mickey
you,
Mouse?
Ken.
Did you write Mickey Mouse?
I went in and I said, "You call that a pencil? This is a pencil." And then I just voted for the Pauline Hanson. She hasn't been vaccinated. She's in Queensland, but that's one politician. She got locked up in jail a few years back for nothing. Put chucked in there for a month, trumped up charges, turned out to be all bullshit, and so
Don't forget thumbs up, guys. Thumbs
So
up.
there's
right.
another
And she
poll
sticks
you
up
would
for
have
the
never
common people.
answered.
Yeah.
Document
I've always
everything,
liked
people.
her, and yeah, she's all for the farmers and for the small people, small businesses. Yeah.
No, you know what's funny? It's not funny, but people do not realize that what is happening right now, what they're trying to do is turn the whole world like, you know who, the red flag with the star in it.
That's it.
That's what they're trying to do, man.
it.
They want to do that. That's what's happening right now. And people that's never been through this don't, like us. Well, we know because obviously, but we never been through it, but we see what's going on. The people that's come from Cuba and other places that's been through that, they're all saying the same thing, but you're not going to hear that on channel.
As soon as they started making us not me.
Still, people are saying that's not going to happen here.
As soon as the muzzle happened, I go, this is like
Hey, Ken,
right, boy, for real, man.
straight away.
Everybody hold up a second. Welcome, Voynich. What were you saying, Voynich?
I'm saying everybody around you, probably the same in the US as in Europe, is saying, well, that doesn't happen here. That could never happen here. Well, it's actually happening in your face. And there's more people.
It happened here.
Right.
You see it how they talk on TV and that. It's
the
like
blatant lies and the arrogance of power is
So
unmistakable.
fast Canada became communism.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that piece of shit made a deal with China,
Money
obviously.
off them and shit. Yeah.
My Prime Minister has a video out where he openly is in a conference admitting that he admires China for their basic dictatorship.
Yeah.
Big word.
Yeah.
What's his name? Jared?
Justin Trudeau.
Oh, Justin Chu shit. Yeah.
Everything he says just ain't true, though.
No. That's why his name.
He sold his soul to the devil, is what he did.
Opposite.
I don't think he ever had one.
Yeah, that too, right?
But look at his appearance. And,
I remember very few times in life where something is just and true at the same time.
Yeah.
Did you see that video? They were standing out waiting for Justin to come out, and they were like, "You communist piece of shit!" They were yelling at him, and that is awesome.
Every time he goes anywhere, that also happens to the NDP because they sided with him on all this crap. So everybody's going to be voting, I think, either CPP or Conservative, and that's where the votes will be split.
Yeah, but it's
I'm just shaking my head going, that's
half the problem in America, right? Is we're all starting to look around going, no, there's no way they're going to pass the one treaty. Here's the thing, though, man. That treaty has no effect here. Not to the individual in America. It has no effect. Not unless you allow them to do it. Because in order to sign a treaty, you need 2/3 of the fucking Senate, right?
It doesn't matter, dude. It's not going to happen either way. But what I'm saying is, I can tell all these people, hey, I got 10 cows down the road that we can milk right now and have milk and all this. And they'll look at me and be like, I don't know. No, I'm going to wait on the government pretty much. And I'm going to ride with that. And I'm telling them, no, I have milk. Why are you going to wait for milk for them when we can go right now and get some milk? They're not going to do it, dude. It's sad,
I think
man.
God will take care of
That's probably a bad analogy, but like I try to tell people all the time, older heads too. Like, do you see what's going on? Nobody sees what's going on. Nobody wants to see what's going on. You know what? Most of the people tell me, dude, I got work in the morning. I don't want to talk about this right now.
Yep.
9 out of 10. They don't. My brother tells me to leave. All my best friends. Oh man, I'm sorry, dude. I gotta go. Give me some excuse not to hear it.
I'll tell you what,
dude, this is gonna affect you.
they're digging holes, dude. The farmers around here are digging holes.
Hey guys,
so we're aware.
guys, is there? I'm only allowed 6 people on panel, and there is
I can leave.
the nut house is waiting to get on. So does anybody want to check out
I will
for a
go
little
because
while?
I have to do stuff anyway.
Okay.
So
David.
Okay,
I'll leave you
Chuck,
guys
Tammy.
to talk,
Thank you,
and I'm going to
Tammy.
go do my Mandella
Tammy.
Effect. So goodbye, everybody.
Thank you so much,
Love you,
Tammy.
Tammy.
Thank you, Tammy, for
Bye,
pointing
Cam.
Demolition Man out tonight.
Yeah, watch
I'm
that.
gonna
'cause that
recheck
was like
that.
entertaining for me.
Yeah, that blew me away in the
So
first
I'm
2
gonna look
minutes.
for more now.
Good night.
Good
Hey,
night.
love you,
Hey, I
Cammy.
want to comment on what David said there, because you know what they're actually doing in such moments is, you know, they're actually meaning, like, I'm a coward. Okay, just leave me be a coward. You know, just don't bother the coward. You know, they don't use those words, but it's like, yeah, just I'm digging a hole now, and I'm gonna stick my head in it. Okay, and just please, you know, leave me in peace now. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's not deep enough. It's not deep enough yet.
Welcome, Nut House. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Patrick? How you doing?
The
Good.
nut
How you
mess.
doing?
How you doing?
Sounds
So
like a
I
porn
am.
name.
I didn't realize that I was only allowed to have 6 people because I don't pay for StreamYard anymore. So I
You
got
cheap
knocked
ass.
down to the free
Can't do
thing.
that.
So
Wow.
now I'm only allowed 6 people on here. So I guess that's a new thing. I was so used to
Yeah, when I-
having like.
Someone give Patrick
Damn,
30
guys,
bucks.
got a
So what are you up to, Peanut?
Oh, we went out today. We went to Oregon for a while and got pizza out and hanging out
pizza.
there for a while. Yeah, it's good, really good pizza too.
Yeah,
But,
that sounds good.
Gonna start recording a new song pretty soon, and always keep him busy. Really, we got working together with a new band, and you know, you're always busy doing stuff. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Are you starting something new on your stream too? Is there something new that you're doing? I know you do like I know you're doing like the acting roles and stuff.
We did that.
How do
We
you
got the
get-
game. Huh?
I was gonna ask you how you get into that because I would love to do that one time with you guys.
Oh yeah, just let me know. You know how to get a hold of me, right?
Yeah, I think I got your email. I think.
Yeah,
But
just
if you want,
Yeah, I love the script reading. That's awesome, dude.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Thank you. Appreciate that. You should come on, man. You'd be good at it, Joe. You should also come on.
yeah. What is your
I'm
What
a
is
good
your
reader, dude.
Joe, no,
I do love that shit.
oh, right on. Thank you, Joe.
Peanut? What's your email?
See. Let me put it in.
Or you can put it in private chat too.
I'll put it in a private chat for you guys. If anyone here wants to get a hold of me.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought of turning this trailer right here into a shuttlecraft for some fucking Star Wars scene, man. I'll break out the fucking foam hoses and some fucking electrical tape. We'll make it look right. It's a joke. But
You have to say the F-bomb so many times.
That's a good one.
Joe.
It's hilarious. Oh, thanks. That's good. Yeah.
So
well,
now
that-
nobody wants to talk. Go
Ken,
ahead.
you're
Peanut.
muted. Ken was talking, but he's muted.
Okay. Crikey.
Ah,
Look at
okay.
these.
Oh, he's talking on the phone.
oh, Tim's on the phone anyway. So
Yeah.
anyhow,
Okay, I
see, I
how
see.
you doing, Nutmaster? Have you a Mandela
Hey,
effect
hey.
tonight to repeat to us, or you got a near-death experience, or what's going on?
Not exactly, but like what I'm thinking about is like all the synchronicity. Like I went into CVC Pharmacy today, and the receipt was for like 1968. I go, oh, good year, 1968, right? And then that got on this conversation. So he's like, I see that number pop up over and over and over again, like the simulation theory, right? And I was telling her about like, because I talked to Grumpy Troll a lot about that. He knows a lot about that sort of thing. And we were talking about like for a while there, I eat out a lot, so I always give a good tip. And so I don't really think too much about it. I just like put in the tip, right? And then afterwards, I was realizing that the amounts were coming up double. Like it'd be like 47, 47 or 36, 36. And so the or 40, 40 or whatever it was. And so the amounts I put in for a while were always coming up the same way. So it just seems like that's just, or the synchronicities in life where like you'll think or talk about something and then
I would have bought some scratch tickets.
Yeah, no doubt. That'd be nice to win the lottery. Oh, hell yeah. That'd be heckin' sweet. You guys seeing that? The synchronicities?
Hey,
Absolutely.
I got one of the biggest synchronicity in life. I got one of the biggest. It was like winning the lottery, right? I was in jail at the time. This is like 25 years ago, okay? I was in jail on an STS, so I got outside to do shit, to clean stuff up. And my job this week was to go to the dump and pick up all the crap along the side of the dump. You know what I mean? Anything that blew off. Here's the point. I picked up an old bill of mine.
Whoa.
An old fucking bill.
Whoa.
What are the chances of that, right? Yeah. That's crazy.
At that moment, I was like, what was I? 19 or 20 years old? I knew I would never win the lottery. I just did. It's like, how the hell
anybody wins the lottery? I think they just put somebody on the screen and just smile.
But you know what I mean? I mean, that was one of the moments I scratched my head. It was like, how the hell is this along the side of the road?
Like,
yeah,
I was in jail for 4 months already.
Have you ever stuck your hand in a bag of jelly beans and get like 4 of the same colors at one time when they're all mixed? Like, what are the chances of that, right? Or like M&Ms?
Oh, I never looked at that.
I don't know. I call that kind of like, what are the chances of getting all the same colors in a mixed bag and at once with not even one other, just all the same color?
See, there's one of the things that I do know everything, you know, but there's 5 things I don't know, and this is one of them. This is one of the 5 things I don't know.
No, but isn't that weird, bro? Like, I don't know. I find it weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
It happens all the time.
I just don't know. I don't
know. I don't know. But I knew at that moment. I knew when I found my own bill in the middle of a fucking dump along the side of the road. I knew when I picked up my own fucking bill. I was like 19, 20. And I knew immediately I would never win the lottery because that was amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely amazing.
You know?
I like that. I get it now.
I'm so lucky. I found a red daisy.
1 in a billion. 1 in a billion chance.
No million. You just find your bill at the dump. That's a wrap.
I found a red daisy, so I consider myself very lucky.
Hey, I've won on some scratch tickets, man. Dollar scratch tickets. I won $100.
It's pretty good.
Couple on it. Can't beat that. You know what I mean?
Oh hell yeah, $100. That's good.
I'm not a gambling guy though. If I would, that's what I do. I just like one day I'll be like, fuck it. I'll buy like $1 scratch tickets. You're guaranteed to win on like 5 of them at least.
Man, if I won the lottery, I'd be dressing up like a Monopoly guy. Get the monocle going on, top hat, right? Swimming pool.
You wouldn't be a peanut no more.
Man, if I won the lottery, bro, I'd get property, man, and like just bring everybody.
Can you see Mr. Peanut? And then, you know, already wearing a monocle and a top hat, starting to wear another monocle and another top hat, pretending to be the Monopoly guy.
Right. I take off the Monopoly costume. It's really me, Mr. Peanut.
And then telling everybody, I bet you don't know who I am, right?
Right. Oh, man, I have like a butler and shit. And we go, Jeeves, answer this the YouTube invitation, please, Jeeves. Right? And be like, announcing Mr. Peanut. Dun, 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 right? Right? Drive me around in the Bentley, like, oh, hell yeah.
Where did Patrick go?
And then you show up my door, and I'd have like a total, like a.
I don't know.
That'd be hella badass in Butler.
Ken, stop rubbing your hair. It's not going to come back.
He's actually got a point, Ken.
I'm getting there, buddy. I'm getting there. Don't feel bad.
No.
I didn't realize he was still on the phone.
My beard in my head and everything. It's all
I'm
good.
off the phone now. Hey, yeah.
He was just watching us. That's all.
That was the shortest phone call I've ever had with that woman. Just a friend of mine.
Was it a good one?
She never lets you talk. She just talks. Tell me, oh, yeah, I've been down the voting, but I should have taken a photo of it because
I can hear you, Pat.
Okay.
She wants me to go back to the voting booth, and okay, not doing that already.
So I was talking. You guys were talking about synchronicities, and I've had so many synchronicities going off. It's crazy how fast and everything happens so fast.
Very weird.
Like, did I tell you guys when I was down visiting Sharky, and I was I went outside to grab some clothes and stuff to take a shower, and that night I asked Sharky. I said my windows are down. Do you think I should go out and roll them up, or do you think I was talking about somebody breaking in and ripping stuff off, and he was talking about animals. He's like, no animals will get in your vehicle, and I didn't even think of that. And so I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm fine. So I went to sleep. Well, I went out the next morning. Everything was fine. I grabbed my clothes, went back in, and I forgot my towel. And I went back out there, and there was a bird flying around in my truck. And I'm like, how the hell did you get in there? And so I had to open up all the doors so it could fly out. I mean, stuff like that, and stuff like whatever I talk about, certain subjects or whatever, well, somebody else will bring up that wasn't even didn't even hear the conversation, and they would bring it up and talk about it, or the TV would, or YouTube, something I'm watching on YouTube, they would talk about it. And it's almost like when something happens in the community or in around the world, if something happens like I don't know, they start talking about something, and then all of a sudden, slowly but surely, all the channels will start talking about it. It's almost like we're all
I notice that happens often.
Well, like with birds too, like sometimes people think it's like a message. Like for example, I was in a place where the bird flew right into the window, right, and knocked itself out, right. And I thought that when that happens, that means like someone's is going to die or something. So maybe like on another note, but not to take away from your point, because I get what you're saying, Patrick, is like maybe the bird in your car has some kind of spiritual message. It's just something else that happened in your life or something. You know what I mean?
I really had a good bird experience earlier today. I went down the shop to get a hamburger, and I thought I might go down the lake and maybe bump into me pet Maggie friend. There's one Maggie that really is friendly to me, and I might have a hamburger with me Maggie mate. And sure enough, he turned up, sat right on the table, took the food out of my hand, no fear, beautiful.
Yeah.
What was that?
So,
was that, Ken?
I was thinking I'd like to do that, and suddenly it happened. And,
it's exactly the same thing. Yeah,
it's the closest he's ever got to me.
So Peanut, I never thought about looking into the spiritual aspect of it, which I think I should, because that makes a lot of sense. I've never had anything like that happen to me before, and go ahead, Joel.
You can go to the bathroom.
You reminded me of an experience I had when you're talking about a bird. And I literally swear I seen 10,000 birds fly out of a tree once. After God put my head in a hole, right? I lost 4 hours. I don't know. I probably didn't tell you on this channel, but I've said it on my own. But I delete my shit after 24 hours. So if you don't catch what I say, it's gone. But God put my head in a hole in the ground, dude. And he told me I couldn't see him, right? Yeah, I was begging to understand shit. I was pretty young. I think I was 21, 22, 23. I really don't recall now. I got too old and memories too much holes in it. But he put my head in that hole and I lost like 3 hours, 4 hours. But when I came out of that hole, the sun was rising. There was like 10,000 birds in the tree singing. And then the sun started to rise or come right at you. You just seen it. All the birds shut up. They all shut up, all in unison. It was like, boom, we're quiet. That sun was coming towards you until you could see the full fucking circle. And then all the birds started chirping. And then after another half a minute, maybe, they all took off from the fucking tree, dude. And it was like black. That's why I'm telling you, it looked like 10,000 birds, man.
Oh, trippy.
Yeah, I'm not lying, man. That was my first experience to where I knew there was a God. That's when I knew there was a God.
Is that kind of like sometimes I hear like dogs and animals, they'll be barking at like spirits that we don't see, but maybe they're sensitive to it or something. So
yeah, of course, definitely.
So maybe that's like part of the thing, huh, boy? Like, I don't know.
Well, where'd Joe go?
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Who? Oh, Joe Dot. Oh, he must have lost connection.
Yeah,
No, I speak to the
He's
animals.
trying to come back in now.
He's a Minnesota boy.
I don't know if you can see this. This is a magpie I was talking about. All right. Bit of burger, mate. Come right up close to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we see
a
it.
bird.
Very nice burger.
That's a big bird, bro.
Yeah, that's our
Really
magpie.
like that mint.
He's a male.
Or is it just me?
Looks like a raven.
That thing looks pretty big.
Straight out of my hand.
That thing looks like the size of a chihuahua.
You better start running, Rotman.
No, he's feeding it, dude.
Oh, he was going to pet my eyes out if I didn't give him some.
Dude, that's awesome.
Right.
Hey,
I've
that looks
probably
like
made friends with him, over the last few years, and they really liked me.
shit. When Boy was taking us, I think it was like a year or two ago when Boynage was walking down the street, dude. The birds kind of look like that, but they were a lot bigger than that one. They were like geese, but what we call geese, they were like black and white, I think. I don't know what they called them. I forgot. But that was pretty cool. That's a big bird.
He is, and we've got a bigger one, the Currawong. It's like a crow, but it's got white tips on its tail, and they're big fellas, them ones. And yeah, it's just amazing the bird life here. Just it's just
Dude,
thriving.
That thing had to be as big as my face, bro, or if not bigger, like my head, like.
Well, I used to have a pet one when I was young. I brought it up from an eyedropper, little baby, and used to be on my shoulder everywhere I went. Yeah, so.
Wow, that's cool.
And no, they have a habit of swooping people during when they're having babies and that.
Yo, I watch Jerk Like videos, man.
Ever swoop me,
Dude,
I tell you, about 9 years ago, I was walking down the power lines, right? And there's some big eagles that nest on top of the power lines here. They're double pole power lines, right?
Yeah.
Lines across, right? Big lines that split the properties, right? And no, dude, I had two eagles that were just circling me and a buddy of mine, man. And they
Yeah,
kept
see,
getting
Joe.
lower and lower, and they were literally coming at us to make a right dive, and they would swerve. And
Yeah,
oh
the
no,
birds, dude.
I'm terrified of big birds, dude. Them motherfuckers would have killed me. They would take me away, man. I had
Yeah.
to literally dig in
Birds
the
can lift
dirt
up
for
to
a couple
1,000
of big
pounds. You know that,
rocks
right?
to hold in my hand. I mean, I'm serious. It was going to be a fight to the death because them eagles were coming at me.
I want.
And all I
Yeah, I
did
want to
was
ask
walk
Ken,
into
dude.
the nest.
Can
Yep.
you like
Well,
ride
I
it?
know all the eagles in my area, you know.
Never ending
Been an
story.
hour.
You go, yeehaw, come on, Eagles, we'll go for a ride.
Right now, Ken, you're in Australia, dude. I watched these
I
videos,
was
dude.
ready.
These dirt bikes.
I was ready.
Right,
Yeah,
get birds
I
peck
was
at
ready.
their helmets.
here's my kangaroo we saved a few months back, this orphan Joey. And he's doing
That's
fine
awesome,
now.
man.
We saved him and took him to a sanctuary. And here he is, poking his tongue at us, you know. He's so cute.
Oh, that's a good picture, man. That's awesome. Look how beefy he is. He's ready to box.
Yeah.
He's like,
He's
Dude,
half
Get
that
you.
size when we found
that
him.
that dog's got big ears and he lost his front feet.
See you guys. Goodbye.
It's a-
Lasagna. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Master Nut.
Bye. See you
Take
guys.
care. Yep.
Take care, brother.
See you, man.
But Ken, do you know those birds that I'm talking about? They chase you on your bicycles, and they nip at you, even on your motorcycles, dude.
These ones will do that too. If they start attacking people. They start attacking people in town with masks. One person got blinded in one eye. They'd jump in front of him and then swoop up and hit him in the face.
Dude,
I
they
hated people
fly.
with masks on, you know.
It's amazing.
It was
Gotcha,
great to
dude.
hear. I loved it.
Yeah, dude, right? Dude, no, these birds, dude, they flap right and then they glide right up onto your helmet and
They did not
the
like
GoPro's
masks.
there and they nip at it, dude, and they go squaw and they like, dude, try to take his shit off. Finally, after like a couple of miles, the thing actually backs off. Dude. It's
We got the
crazy.
big crows here too. Yeah.
Last winter, an owl took my putty cat.
Oh.
I tell you, man, I'm afraid of big birds.
Dude, big birds are awesome, man. You'd be afraid
I had
of
a rooster that was terrified of hawks, and you just
Yo,
say hawk,
birds
and it.
are cool, man.
I had
Sorry,
this
Ken, go
rooster,
ahead.
and you just say hawk, and it'd look up looking for the hawk. You know, it was terrified of hawks. I go, Ben,
Birds don't
the hawk.
mess with you, man.
Hey, when I was 24 years old until I was around 30, one of my friends, old man, he grew up there and shit. They used to own like this emu or I don't know, it was a fucking big damn bird. It wasn't an ostrich, but it was a different bird.
An ostrich.
Yeah, but I
Those
tell you
motherfuckers
what,
are mean
I
rats.
never went to his fucking house, man.
Excuse my language.
Never.
Sorry.
Actually, I did go there one time because the big bird got, and they had lots of them. What are they called? It's not an ostrich.
Emu.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were called. I just wasn't sure. It kind of sounded like a camel.
Over there in farms and stuff, yeah.
Right. But anyway, I went out there one time to chase some down because they got out of the fence. And that was enough for me to realize that I did not want to run with dinosaurs, dude. And I never went back to his house ever again in my entire life after I had to chase down fucking his old man's birds.
Well, I've got a movie of an emu I made friends with. Where is it? Yeah, see, I get along with all birds, you know, even emus. Wait,
I
like
don't know, man. You start chasing them. What happens if they turn around and chase you?
they just don't, man. I just have the. I've got this Doctor Doolittle connection. I definitely have. I swear. But
What's up, Patrick? You want to say something, buddy? You look like you're frustrated.
Amy,
No,
where are you?
I'm just starting to get tired.
Oh. Well, hey, Pat, we're off subject, so anytime you're going to kill the stream is cool, man. Because we have drawn off subject for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, we always do that, though. You know how it is.
Digress. Probably my fault a bit. Sorry.
Dude,
No,
what about the Bible, though, with the Mandela? I mean,
I'll stay
you
on for
see
a
how
little
many
while.
changes has happened over the few months with the corn and. Dude, it's getting crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can't let it affect you. You gotta try not to let it affect you. I know it's hard.
If you want to find the real truth, you'll find it anyway in there. You know.
Yeah, the truth is inside of you, man. That's where all this starts. It's not external. It's eternal.
No, I really do. I think Pat looks bummed out, man.
I'm
Yeah,
fine.
you see,
I'm just
he's
moving
tired.
to the office.
Oh, yeah. Holy, that was the loudest I heard him speak.
Oh,
He's
shit.
tired.
Yeah.
That's all right, though. He hasn't killed us off yet.
Nah,
How's
still
Minnesota treating you? Is it throwing out up there, buddy?
We never die.
No,
so you
we
don't have
just
to worry about that.
That's what I'm saying.
We never die.
Glad Pat caught it.
We never die.
Yes, well.
Okay.
Minnesota. Hey, dude, I gotta go up there. What's his face went up there, huh? I watched a little bit of that live stream you guys did. What's his name? Aaron. What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. From New York, right? Isn't he from New York?
It doesn't matter, David, but I'll tell you what, anytime you ever want to come up, you're more than welcome.
Oh, right, Ian? I think that, whatever his name. I know it's with an E, something. I don't know, but you know who I'm talking about. Dude, I gotta go up there, man. I love fucking Minnesota, dude. I love to go up there, man. I can't say I said I would love to go to Minnesota is what I meant to say. I love everything about it.
See, the more work you can do, the more you
can meeting you, David, but you can't stay here.
No, dude, I wouldn't stay there, bro.
Kidding.
I'd get a hotel, bro. Straight up and down like 6 o'clock, man. Shit.
I would.
Anyway, I'd stay with you, like, dude, I'd beg you unless I know where
to get to know everybody a lot better before they come to.
Oh, absolutely, bro. And I understand that, dude. No way I would come up there and be like, hey, since we did live streams, dude, I could sleep on your couch, right? No, no, not quite. I would say the same thing, bro. I got to get to know you first, man. No, I definitely come up there and get a hotel. I just like, same thing with Wisconsin. I would love to just go around the United States. Would be a dream for me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not even the world. I mean, I would love to go around the world, but you know.
Did Sharky go to bed?
Hey, I'll give you a few days around here, dude. I can show you some shit. Do whatever you want when you get here. Yeah.
I want to go to Joe Dirt.
I do live in the most beautiful part of the entire country. I do live there. You know what I mean? I mean, it might not be as beautiful as a different part that someone says beautiful, but I'll tell you one thing, bro. We're both in the same magazine.
It reminds me of Maine, dude. That's what Minnesota reminds me of. Just probably a little bit more colder.
A lake to the left of me, a lake to the right.
That's what I'm saying. Because Minnesota and Maine are kind of similar, dude.
You want to go crappie fishing?
I got a lake to the left of me and a beach to the right of me.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to put a big thank you out to Zenwin. Your emails, I am really bad at emailing back. But
she's a beautiful lady.
I did get your last email, Zenwin, and Thank you very much. I'm doing well, and thank you for asking. And I apologize that I'm really bad at getting back at you. I actually didn't read your email until just a few minutes ago. I went in to check some emails, and it's like I'm not in my emails every day. But the last email you sent me, um, I will definitely keep streaming as long as I can. Um, it helps when some people help, and I know that um, uh, you're just very you're a sweetheart. She emails me information. She emails me to ask how I'm doing if I haven't been on in a long time. And there's only a few people that do that, and I do appreciate that a lot because it shows that I do have some people out there that actually do care, you know. And so I appreciate that, Zen.
Hey,
You're
Pat,
a
I
beautiful
suspect in the
woman.
next 30 days, someone will send you $100, and I bet you there'll be several others that did too.
Yeah, man. I always send them music, and I'm trying to brighten up music. I send them some videos, but yeah, I never really like. Sometimes I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Once in a while, but yeah, you have.
Yeah,
I just thought me sending you music. I'm like, all right, he's probably getting aggravated with me now,
yeah.
so I'll just lay
No,
on
with
a little bit.
and I'm always you guys always know I'm honest, and I've always been honest with you, David.
I
And
love
I
it.
and I told you I appreciate that you in Messenger. You do send me a lot of music, but I told you I'm not into rap. I don't like
That's right.
rap
I keep
music.
forgetting that, dude. I won't send it
And
no more, dude.
I do listen to a few like Struggle Jennings and a few rap songs. You know, I like, but
Oh, man.
I'm not a
I
rap
killed
person.
Messenger when I
I
shut
did.
Facebook off, I think.
And so, anyways, you send me a lot of rap music.
Yeah, but that one video I
But
sent you,
the effort is there that you sent that you know you were thinking of me, so you sent
I
me
definitely
something.
was. I definitely
Um,
was.
the one song I did like that one. He seemed more of a inspirational speaker than you know than he did the song very well. You know,
Yeah,
I should if I don't know if I can get it on here because the computer's been running slow, but sometime on my stream I will play it on here because it was a really good one.
yeah.
So
Cool.
Yeah, I try, man. I'll chill out with that, man. I'm sorry. I think Mike Murphy's like, yo, this guy's crazy. Because I keep sending him Christian hip hop and shit. He's probably sick. He's probably pissed off like you. Like, I don't know you. Yo, man, I'm Guns N' Roses. I like Metallica, man. I like
oh,
stuff like that.
I do like Christian music.
Yeah, me
I
and Dave here, we get along real well. I'm not sure if
yeah
you guys can hear me. I don't even see myself flashing.
yeah I hear you, Joe.
No,
Yep.
we always hear you, buddy.
Loud and clear.
No, but Patrick, that thing I sent you about that dude talking about, you know, what the devil is and all that. And at the end, and he said, "Oh, this Mandela effect." Dude, he like
Yeah
really got mad about it, dude. What's it? Justin Falls, that guy, dude. He's really good with God and everything. I love the way he breaks it down. I love everything. I'm pretty much agree with most of the stuff he says. But when the Mandela was brought up, dude, he got really mad, and he's like, "You guys gotta stop believing in that. That is the devil's trick." This and that, dude.
I don't know
I
what you're
turned
talking
me
about.
off, dude. After like 2 hours of listening to that, at the end, that's what
yeah
he said, and I was like,
I don't know what you're talking about either. Who are you talking about?
"Oh, I sent it to you. I sent it to you."
Damn it, Patrick, you gotta pay attention to what's on the fucking
No,
computer.
I sent it to you on Facebook, dude. Yeah, I don't. It
Yeah, I
wasn't.
never check my emails.
So I thought it
either.
was music or something. He's like, "Yes, man." No, but
Oh, it was
yeah,
on Facebook.
yeah.
It was on.
It's with Justin Falls and a couple other guys, and they're talking about how things are gonna happen and all this, and they talk about pretty much everything. And at the end, right at the end, and I'm agreeing with this guy. I'm like, wow, this guy's awesome. Then then he said something about the Mandela effect. Oh, all you people that believe that is from the devil. And then I was just like, oh my God, dude, that is so wrong, because I would like to sit down and talk to this guy and actually show him. How can you explain this, dude? I don't know if he's really looked into it, or he just really think I don't know, or he could be gatekeeping, but I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, and Jennifer, I didn't know if you wanted your name out there or not, but Jennifer, thank you so much. Jennifer sent me a little money to help me out too. I do appreciate it, and like I said, every little bit will come together and make where I can be able to pay a little bit more for the live streams, get back into the upper bracket of being able to have more people on, and it lets me, I can't put any screen things behind me, like I used to show pictures behind us. I can't do that anymore. There's some things that I can't do anymore because I'm on the free thing right now. So, and that's only 20 hours, and I'm at 3 hours now. The last stream was like 3.5 hours or 2.5 hours, and then the stream before that was like 4 hours. So I'm at 7, 8, 9. I'm almost at around 10
PayPal,
hours.
right?
Huh?
You still got PayPal, right?
Yes, I got PayPal. Yeah, it's in the in the description.
That's why I know I locked in from the last time, so I'll send you a couple bucks as well, man.
If you got another email, Patrick, you can set up another StreamYard account with a different email.
Yeah, but that takes, isn't that kind of like stealing?
Oh, hey, I got Pat, I fucking love you, buddy. I fucking love you.
That ain't stealing.
Yeah, it is kind of, because you're falsifying information to get.
Hey, not if you put it a different way.
Now we go build this up, dude. We will build this.
I didn't come on to come to a conspiracy now.
Well, you just did. You're in the wrong place for a conspiracy.
Bad timing.
I think somebody was trying to get in, but they dropped out. Whoever that was, come back in. Oh, we got one more spot open. Huh? We got one more spot open. Hold on.
My bad. Bad timing.
I heard Patrick.
Welcome, Pyramid. Welcome, Pyramid Oxide.
Oh,
what were you saying, Dave?
Now, I was gonna say, when I tried to get in here, dude, it was asking me for Facebook and YouTube emails and all this stuff, and I was like, "What the heck?" I used to just have to press one button to get in here. Now it's like,
I noticed that too. Yeah.
Yeah. What the is going on, bro? So I had to hit my It took me a few minutes to even get in here because I didn't even know what the heck was going on. So I had to hit my YouTube profile picture, and that's where I didn't have to type anything in, and it just sent me in. But I was just hitting that, and they were like asking me for my passwords and my email, my phone number.
For what?
Facebook too. It was weird, man. Very weird.
It's changed all of a sudden.
Dude, like I said, we all know what's gonna happen. It's all happening. It's not just America. Some are gonna turn in.
And it's very serious, man.
Australia, you already know China's a wrap. UK, Australia, and Canada, dude, and then we're last.
I get that. I get this all the time too. YouTube Premium, bring back your benefits. Because I had to drop my YouTube, the extra thing that I paid for YouTube, where you don't get commercials.
So they're trying to get you back on it all the time.
Yeah, and that's like $12 a month.
You come out here, go fishing, dude.
I'm trying to cut corners everywhere. I cut a lot of shit out. I used to have Netflix. Don't have that anymore. I had the YouTube special thing where you paid for it once you paid for it, you don't have to watch all the fucking commercials and shit.
Dude, you need to make rock.
Shut the stream up. Shut the stream up, Patrick. We'll stay on. We'll bullshit for another 20 minutes.
Oh, I want to Patrick. You should make a Rockfin page.
Ooh, it's
And
getting
you can
cold
keep
out
it
there.
free, and you can do premium as well. $10 a
You know,
month.
Rockfin.
I like it. They fixed it. The chat's awesome, dude. I was on it last night. It's great. I think it's good. I think it's a good idea, dude.
Does it cost? Is it free?
It could. You can make people pay $10 a month, or you can put stuff out there for free as well. You can change it.
No,
if you want it free that night.
Yeah, I meant is it free? Is it free to stream on there, or what? Do you stream through?
Well, you have to look into it. I'm not 100% a Rockfin promoter. You know what I mean?
Just push play.
Yeah, but you can think about anything.
Just
and they don't do shit, bro. It's better than anything out there right now. But dude, you spend $10. You spend $10 a month. You get everybody's content, not just yours. Everybody's.
Welcome, Serious Truth. Welcome into the stream. How are you doing tonight? Listening.
I can't see it.
Serious.
Everybody sing a song and put her to sleep. My sweet baby, it's time to lay down and go to sleep. We will rock you, rock you, rock you all night long. As I love you, I love you so tender. Just fall to sleep. That's like I couldn't carry a tune to save my life. Somebody had carry a tune.
Yeah, but I bet you can shoot a gun.
Oh, I can shoot a gun, that's for sure.
That's what I was waiting for. Yes, sir. Dude, I've been going to target practice. We can only do 5 shots.
Hey, Patrick, you actually reminded me. I just thought it. I never seen the sky. I never seen the sun so bright. I never seen the day so nice. Sky. Okay, what song was that?
So bright.
Sorry.
It sure the hell wasn't Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
Oh, I wonder where you are. I can't remember the rest. Sorry.
It took me a few minutes to remember
me
that.
Either.
It's been so long. You guys are not.
That was the beginning of Blue Sky.
Ken, what's up, buddy?
Me?
I wish I could remember songs better. You know,
Nothing,
like
man.
I have
can't
no
remember
memory.
nothing. That's why I was amazed I could remember that one.
Yeah, I used to sing this one song
the dog in.
that
I've got the people running around out there. I gotta lock him up.
And I'll never forget it because I always sung it, but I never knew the whole song. But it goes something like this. Oh, the gold in California is in
Okay. I did tell you to kill the stream about 5 minutes ago.
Somebody else's name. So if you're dreaming about California, that's all I know.
That's a.
I would like to find that song sometime and listen to the whole song.
You'll put the lyrics in on YouTube. It should pop up.
Yeah, I should do that sometime. What were you saying, Joe?
Candy-colored clown, they stole the Sandman. Tipped on
I said it's out of control.
What's that?
Was rocking it, Joe. Come on.
Yeah,
I
creepy
should
song.
have told you you should have killed the stream 5 minutes ago.
No, why? Why?
Yeah.
Stop getting
Well, then
sour.
boy better sing then.
Hey, Void is smoking a fag on his couch in his.
No, he's grocery shopping.
Oh, I thought it. You know,
He's
I
like,
wouldn't.
I'm
His,
going grocery shopping. I'll be right back. We
Oh
may end the
man.
stream before he has a chance to come back.
oh, it was a speedo. That's what it was. I was gonna say he's sitting on his couch in a speedo smoking a fag.
I'll be back. I'm just gonna put the dog away. Yep.
Oh,
See.
Okay,
there's
well,
another
we'll
one.
try not to end the stream in that time frame.
Only be a couple of minutes.
Ken
Yeah.
will probably go live in 10 minutes.
I'll mute in case the dogs howl.
Who's going live in 10 minutes?
I would say it wouldn't surprise me if Ken goes live in 10 minutes.
Oh,
Now I'm
yeah.
saying he's the early bird. Well, he's under us. He's on the bottom of the globe right now. He's upside down, by the way. Look at the gravity. Hold that. It's amazing, isn't it?
I don't know. That explains why his hair fell out, though. You know what I mean? That explains why his hair fell out.
Yeah.
And they all wear mullets in Australia, so they're all sitting on top of their heads. They all wear mullets.
They're all upside down right now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate your donation.
I know what that is. I have to know who it is because I know who it is because it's Jen Effect. Jen Effect.
Yeah.
That didn't sound good. Sorry, but we love you, Jen.
Yeah, it got fucking hot in here, man.
Hey, you got farting hot?
I wish I could sit by an open fire like you do every night. That would be awesome.
I don't do this every night, dude.
I used to live in a I grew up in a trailer and we had
I grew up in a trailer.
That's the only way that we could heat the trailer was with a wood furnace. And
Absolutely,
every morning and every night I smell that smell during the wood burning smell. I love that smell. Oh, that just puts
I
me
love
to
it
sleep.
too, but it just sucks when it stains your clothes. You come in, smell like a big fire pit. But other than that,
I grew up a poor man, and I am going out a poor man.
Hey, dude, I don't care. I'll live in a trailer as long as they got a roof over my head and I'm clean.
Yeah.
What was that? But yeah, I'm happy, dude. I don't want even if I had $1 million, dude, I would probably help more people and then make sure I'm okay. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I would help.
definitely. I think we're all like that.
Dude, who wants a big ass mansion, dude? You got to think about cleaning and no way. I'm all set, dude. Because I know being broke, like you said, dude, in a trailer with a furnace that keeps getting clogged up and you got to keep bleeding it. You know, I understand. The oiling, kerosene ain't cheap. And I would have had one.
Yeah, and all the work we had to do to keep that thing, the summer prior to winter coming, all summer we had to chop quarts of wood.
Well, that too, yeah.
And stack them, make sure our basement was full of wood. Our whole basement would be full of wood, and then we'd have like a quart or two outside, covered up.
Oh yeah,
with tarp.
Yeah. A lot of people think, just throw wood in the fire with a burnt. No, see, house. The thing is,
the only thing I didn't like was forgetting to stoke the fire in the middle of the night and wake up freezing, and you got to hurry up and get ready for school, and you ain't got time to start a fire. Oh my god!
Get dressed.
Sounds fucking great.
Yeah, no, but dude, what
get your ass up
about wood? You can burn wood in the house, dude, just any wood. But if that's wet, shitty, dude, you're gonna smoke your whole house out. And dirty.
I'll tell you what. I'll
That's
tell
why
you
you
what,
have to have the wood season.
in
You
the
know what I mean?
dead of
So
in the dead of
smokeless
Minnesota
wood.
winter, in this little tiny stove, you have to be up about every 2.5 hours. I mean, it gets that cold and it
Yeah, it's
burns the
clockwork.
wood that fast. You got to
Absolutely.
be up about every 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Otherwise, you lost it.
Yeah, it depends how big it is. But
Voynich is
yours is
back.
by like a good
Woohoo!
3 hours,
Now,
no?
Did you get me
on
some
a hot
food?
day like this,
Yeah.
I could probably keep it going for about 4 hours on a real low setting. Stock
And
it.
Yeah,
It'll
it
burn
depends
for
what kind of
about
heat
4 hours.
too.
But in
Yeah.
the dead of winter,
Yeah, below
yeah,
zero, bro.
less than
Yeah,
2 hours,
yeah, I believe that. Absolutely hot.
and you're
It used to be the
still
hardest.
freezing.
and
Yeah,
thanks,
and you're still
Zen.
freezing.
Thank you, Zen, for looking that up. It's the Gatlin brothers, all
So
the
I,
gold in California. So, yeah, thank you for looking that up.
Joe's in a jacket all the time, man. In the winter, then you just stay in a jacket, huh?
Oh no, actually, for about a little bit more than half the winter, I'm in a fucking tank
Yeah,
top,
like a
just
hoodie
like I am
jacket.
now. Yeah, I'm in a tank top, dude.
Yeah, right. And my name is Willie.
The shit gets hot around here.
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah.
it's
Once you get that, once you get
Shit
that
gets
fire
hot
going,
around here, man.
I'm talking
It's
about
gonna
dead
be-
in the winter.
It's going to
once
be
you get
about
that
zero.
fire going,
It's going to be about zero here tonight. We've had
Yeah,
those icy mornings.
I'd be in a tank top at 0 degrees. Yeah, it'll still be 80 degrees in here.
Yeah,
It's always 80
inside.
degrees and sunny in the fish house.
You wouldn't be in a tank top outside right now. I'll tell you.
In your trailer, you didn't look that
Yeah.
warm. Or whatever that, when you're a little hot. Remember? It was a few months ago, dude. You're like, man, it's cold in here. You were all bummed it up.
Well, that's because it was fucking negative 40.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. So
But that only happens for about a month.
yeah. So you do. That's what I'm saying, man. You must be in a spot in Minnesota where you get both. Minnesota is like Maine, though, too. They get both of the best worlds. You get great summer, but longer winters, right? Shorter summers, longer winters, but they're still awesome.
More fall and spring.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever heard of the Sea Boys?
Well, we didn't have much of a summer here last summer.
you're cutting out, Joe.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I gotta put it better than
Australia? You guys don't. What do you get? Do you guys even get snow in some places?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, in Victoria, we've got these Alps everywhere, all these, ski lodges.
No, I don't know, man. That's what I'm asking. But I get what you're saying.
I can see the snow, just as I go to the main town, I can see the snow on the mountains from where I am. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Like half an hour from the beach, you see the mountain ranges on the way, and you know when it's snowing. But it's only autumn here. It shouldn't be this cold. It's like, this is the coldest I've known autumn to be.
Oh, dude, they're fucking with the weather bad, bro.
We're going to have 6 months of winter, it seems. Seems like 6 months of winter and then, 4 months of warm weather. It was a very short
it's 61.
summer.
It's 61 right now in Providence, Rhode Island, right? And it wasn't that great today, but tomorrow it's going to be 21 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. So I'm going up to like 9, you know what I mean? In the 90s.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's probably about 9 degrees outside right now, I'd say. It was a beautiful sunny day, but as soon as the sun starts going down, boom.
It gets cold. The only thing I know is tomorrow it's supposed to be 12 degrees colder.
I wanted to ask this.
And I think today got up to 66 degrees. Today got up to 66 degrees.
That's
which
not bad
was
in the
pretty
woods,
hot. I mean, that was tank top weather. As long as you kept
Hey, boy,
working.
is moon a light or does it a fleck light?
It's a light.
Well,
You think that's
I
what
would
I
say
was
that.
wondering. That's what I'm saying. It'd be a light, right?
Boy,
Some people
It's
say
a
it
light.
reflects light. Where is it
It's a
reflecting it
colder
from?
light, right? And the moon's a colder light. Correct, boy?
That is colder, absolutely. When you step in the moonlight, it's colder, absolutely. It's crazy. So I think it's a light too, but I hear people saying it's a reflect of a light, and I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, there could have
Well,
been the plasma apocalypse.
Well, that doesn't affect the actual. I mean, whether it's a reflection or a source, or whether it's a reflection or a direct source, doesn't. I mean, you're not even. That's not even an issue.
I don't think that's even possible, bro.
That's
I don't even.
even if it's
Thank you
even
for
if it's
saying that.
possible, even if it's possible, that's not even an issue if you don't know what it exactly
Yep.
what if you don't know what it is that produces the cold light.
Yeah,
If
nobody knows.
If there is,
the more you know about the moon, the less you know about the moon. It's weird.
well, it might be the case that somebody knows not how to how to make a cold light via a reflection. If somebody knows how to do that, then
I haven't done the test.
but then it's of importance to make that question. But if it's not, it's not.
Well,
You know,
dude, you see the moon during the daytime. It's fucking see-through. It's not even a solid
Yeah, I see
object, in my opinion. I mean, be honest,
It's coming
guys.
up different directions lately too. I noticed.
I got
but-
pictures. You
Right.
can see right through
But
it.
you can ask, you can pose the same question for the sun, because how is it that the sun appears so close? How is
Yeah.
it that when there's clouds before the sun appears even closer?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I know.
And
Yeah.
as
It
much as
definitely looks like
as much
it's just
as much
moving
as
away from us.
as much as that sun is in my clouds, in my view, it's also in the clouds in Germany. 500 miles. It's also in their cloud. How does that work?
Dude, we can't even do it at the same time.
You
Imagine that.
cannot scribe that down to perspective. In a way, it seems that we are projecting that sun into our sky, or something is projecting us, and that can only be us because and the things around us. Because
Hey,
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's there. It's real. It's there, but it's just we can see through
no,
it.
it cannot be real. It cannot be real. It cannot
what
be
does
a physical
Hollywood
object.
do?
It
What
can
does
be,
Hollywood
but
do?
then
What does Hollywood do? How do they get the picture on the television?
I ain't
at the
giving them that
beginning?
much credit, bro.
They
God
use
is
three
real.
lights, right? They use three lights to create a white light. They use three lights.
Absolutely.
What if them are the three lights? We just don't see one of the lights because maybe we're that light.
No, there's a lot of things they know that we don't know either. And they've been duking us from day
They
one.
use
So.
three lights to make light. So what if the sun, the moon, the earth, that's all our light. And we became the three-dimensional fuckheads.
Well,
you know?
Listen, I believe this, the radio's real because we can listen to radio. We can talk through waves right now. We're doing that in a way,
Sure.
right? I believe in all that. I truly believe we're in, I don't know if it's a dome, but there's some kind of force up there. And that's what I believe. This is just my opinion. And I believe the moon and the sun is there that we can see. I don't think they're solid. But it's amazing. I don't know, boy. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, I get hurt by the sun. And when you step in the light, you can kind of feel that energy.
You can deduct
I've been
that
a roofer
knowledge
for
from
20
what
years.
you observe.
The
And I
sun's
think- Or
I
it's daytime in the sky.
think it's legit to say it's not a physical object because we can deduct that knowledge from what we observe, right?
Yeah, there's no way they landed on it, but it's there. How it is.
And why do dogs bark at the moon? They don't bark at the sun,
Ma-
but they always bark at the moon.
Everything is in here. Everything. Look at the rainbow. You know what? What if the rainbow is a whole circle, Ken? Boy, and we're only just seeing half of it.
Well, that's
I'm
very
trying
likely
to
also
That's
what
kind
the
of crazy, bro. If you think like,
I know the
sun-
rainbow is pretty.
No, I've
The
also
sun
seen
is a
complete
white
circle
light.
rainbows.
It's showing the arc of the dome in a way, you know,
yeah, dude, like,
in different
dude,
areas.
oh man, you sometimes I've even seen two rainbows. Like,
The Earth is the
Yeah,
green
I
light,
have too.
and the moon. No, maybe the moon's a white light, and the sun's the red light, and the Earth's the green light.
I
I
don't
don't
deny
know. What
anything.
are the
Yeah,
three colors that make
Sure.
perfect light? What are the three colors Hollywood uses to make the perfect light? Red, green,
and
white, yellow. What are the three colors?
Red, green, and blue.
There
Yeah,
you
and if you
go.
wanna
That's the Earth right there. There goes your sun.
pink and
There
unicorn.
goes your sun, your moon, and here. And we're here.
But I'm just saying, what we think all this is a lie. So we're looking at it. That's why I'm asking questions, because this is amazing, bro.
Well, I
Because
don't think it's a lie. I think it's happening.
no, I'm saying about the moon. How do you know that's the moon? Like, what is it? What is
Light.
it called? Troy.
I
don't know.
apologize.
Man,
You
out of
said
all the words, Troy.
It's all one big fucking lie. I agree on
Yeah.
that. I mean,
But isn't
it's-
it beautiful
it's
to
why
look at
I
these?
don't even contribute anything to this world. To be honest, I don't want to find out shit anymore. I don't care.
I'm starting to get like that too, boy.
I'm.
I really am. It's like, man, what else do I need to find
It
out
don't matter.
again?
But it is
And to get more
thought-provoking.
depressed, and pissed off.
It is
Like,
thought provoking. You know, it don't matter, but it is thought provoking. You need to do what you need to do every day to survive.
yeah,
I
but
do my own
think
shit.
more.
You
I
know,
just-
you guys don't see what I do here. I do a lot of fucking shit, man. You don't even know. It fucking sucks. Sometimes I wish I was in a condominium so I could just wait for the bomb. I mean, I ain't lying. Fucking, you know, this shit gets hard. So I understand each and every one of you guys, man, and I appreciate every one of you too. But yeah, no, ultimately what Boyd just said, and I'm gonna leave it up to him. And it don't really fucking matter.
In a way, it doesn't matter.
I want to hear you.
Well, in a way, our lives matter, but all that other stuff, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's about what we do and how we carry ourselves and how we treat each other. Other than that, I think I wish everybody would be like that, you know, just treat the way you would be want to treat it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not that
Well,
way.
people tend to believe that lying is
Treat the
okay
neighbors
when
how you wanna
you
be
can make some money. You know, it's agreeable to lie. You know, people will understand that you lied because you made more money. You know, that's
Money
that's
walk bullshit. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Sucks, man.
Yeah, Patrick started the stream some time ago with 2 lines in the dollar symbol.
Yo, I was talking in the
And
chat.
what was that? What did that say? Greed pays, or what did that say? I can't remember now. Right? That was
I don't
2
know.
hours ago. I can't remember.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I don't know.
Greed pays. Greed pays, or
Just
something.
remember
Right?
though that the devil is a human being.
Yeah.
It says in the Bible,
It was
he's
in
not
front of your face.
human. He's a human. That the devil is a human being. And somebody got offended the other night. Was it last night? Because I said the devil is the god of this world. The
Yeah.
devil.
The whole world lies in the power of the wicked one, it says.
Yeah, he is the god of this world. God gave him this world for a reason. And that's when he offered Jesus, saying, "I'll give you all of this." Did God say, Jesus say, "Hey, this is not yours to give"? No, he said, "I don't want it. That's yours." Da 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 da.
Exactly.
I'm paraphrasing, but
He offered him kingdoms. Yeah.
it's just his world, man, and he's gonna do what he wants. So somebody got offended and saying like, "Oh man," so basically you're just saying it's over. Yeah, it's over. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. The apocalypse is a good thing. It's a great thing. That's when all this stuff's gonna stop. Like people don't get it, I guess. I don't know, maybe, and I have a shitty way of explaining things.
The worst part is that's part of the programming.
Yeah.
I just find it amazing.
You know, the worst part is that's part of the programming.
This is his world, man, and we have to abide by it or just get our head cut off. Pretty much. You want to get.
There was something I heard earlier in my head that I'll remember the next minute to repeat.
There's something after this, dude.
Clean and easy, quick cut.
Right. If you think we're gonna live through all this, just
say that again, Voynich. Can you say that again?
Like a clean and easy, quick cut. You know, just a slicer, just a slicer, just at once. You know,
you won't feel a thing.
Oh, that's all we can. That's all we can hope for, Voynich. That's all we can hope for.
Yeah, right. That's what we can hope for.
If I could be so lucky in life, right?
How many people
get whipped and tortured?
Right? That's more likely, Ken. That's rather more likely, indeed.
Yeah.
You know how many times I didn't even want to be here, but you got to keep going, dude. Sometimes I'm like, what is here for me, you know? And then I think of all of you. I think about all the beautiful things that we share together and how people I don't even know freaking let me come on and talk, and it's amazing. All around the world,
it is
amazing.
I received the fine today for something that never happened.
You can stay here for 5 days if you need to go fishing. And I'd like to go fishing with you, David.
Hey, Boyne, what were you saying?
Yeah, go fishing.
Pat, your headphone is up here.
Hey, Voynich, what were you saying?
No, never mind.
No, you're holding a piece of paper up here saying something, and I didn't hear what you're saying.
I had to pay the 300 euros to the officers. So
I'm going fishing.
What'd you do, boy?
I didn't do nothing.
Well, I apologize. What did they say you did?
Yeah. They say I spit in his face and that I called him all bad names, like bad names.
Well, I would have paid that ticket because I've done that once or twice in my life.
You know. when they molest you, you know, for 5 years in a row.
Yeah,
you know, I know. It's pretty hard to stay decent, you know.
It gets a bit much, doesn't it?
I understand.
I've had a lot of harassments over the years by them, and
this is the kind of people that are they are beyond shame or rules. You know, I mean, it's literally like that. They've been molesting me and targeting me for 5 years, and now they even want to get paid for it. You know, it's like that. And they actually enjoy to abuse their position and to to be ridiculous, because they are being ridiculous. They actually enjoy that a lot.
And all you want is to be left alone. You just want to live your fucking life without them fucking.
It's sickness.
Fines on you every bloody few months.
I mean, I actually crawled out of jail because I couldn't walk. That's how hurt I was, and they claim to be traumatized, right?
Oh, you're still dealing with that?
Fuck.
Yeah, that's
Are you
2
still
years
dealing with
ago,
that
right?
when you messed up your foot?
That's 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, I would have probably been in jail, bro. I would have been.
It's coming to the
Takes a
conclusion.
while to get
though.
over that sort of shit.
Yeah, it's a good thing, right, Joe Dirt? It's
Yeah.
I can leave it
Well,
behind
if
me.
it's been 2 years, then it's coming to a conclusion.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
But
think it was.
I'll
That's
tell
been
you
that
what,
long ago. Holy shit,
I
dude.
would just pay for it only because even if I didn't do it at that time, I might have done it at a different time. So
Yeah,
I'd
well,
just pay for it and just say,
you know,
fuck
I'm
you.
not. No. You can't judge me or yourself like that because you know they've
I
done
used
way worse. You know, even if it happened, even if that would have happened, you know, it would be pathetic to start a court case for that reason. But because it
Thank
didn't
you.
happen, it is psychopathic,
I would
and
have
because
seen
it happened in a group, it's sociopathic. So it's wrong on so
Thank
many
you.
levels.
Thank you, boy. By
You know, it's
thank
wrong on
you.
so many levels. So I'm
Yeah.
not going to say myself like,
No,
oh
no,
well,
no.
you know, I might
But
have
you
done it. Or,
were
no.
appropriate.
These
But you
people
were
are beyond
appropriate.
evil.
I
They
really
don't know any
appreciate that.
shame. They will abuse and misuse
Pat.
everything and anything, and they will make up
Pat's getting
shit.
tired.
I mean, it's the ugliest thing I ever experienced. You know.
Well,
It's
boy, you know, they were harassing me for 10 years, and then
Thank you, boy.
I
Thank you,
threatened
boy.
to sue, and as
We
soon
all
as I
need
said
to
I was
be
going to
reminded.
sue them,
Ken,
they backed off.
Mr. Rotman.
Hey, it was a short story, Joe. I just said, when I
Ken,
said I'm going to sue them, they backed off. Yeah. It was
sorry.
quick. I was going to be quick. Sorry, I spoke.
I
Ken
was the
hasn't
one
got a word
interrupting
in,
him
dude.
the entire time, so I figured I'd be able to speak.
It was a quick story.
Look
Thank
into it.
you for reminding us
Poor
of
Ken, he's been
our
trying to get a couple
arrogance
words in.
and memories. Yeah. No, what Voice said was correct 100%. It was all arrogance, and no matter what you think or what you say, it doesn't
You know what I
really
call that?
matter because the entire thing is out of proportion anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
understand. I
Poppycock.
love you. Rotman, can you continue now?
Yes. Yeah, you see, that's what you put. You know, you're going against arrogance and just
Ego.
pricks who would rather you know, make your life hard than admit they're wrong. You know, and I ended up
Okay.
2 dogs were shot. You know, in that
Yeah.
time. You know, no
Okay.
time they put a gun to me dog's head. But in the end, I told them they'd figure out what's going on here, and you know I'll never get an apology. And yeah, in the end, they realised how they'd fucked up, and so it all went away. And I said I was going to sue them and all that, and they backed right off then. But I've never sued anyone in my life, so I don't really like even. You know, I don't like doing.
I never sued anybody
So-
either, dude. That's just a hassle.
That's all. And with that, I'm tired. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So
Yeah,
everybody, thank you for coming on, David, Ken, Joe, and Voynich. I always appreciate you guys coming on and
Cool.
Close the
And,
doors.
making this a
Talking
good live
to you,
stream.
Joe and Joy and Dave. Yeah.
See you there, Voynich. See you, Ken.
I love you guys. They're in the chat.
See you,
Kill the
brothers.
stream, but leave
Ciao,
a
Joe,
song.
Ken, David, Patrick. Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Leave a song
Okay.
for a minute.
Oh, it
I
is.
gotta get a fire going, so yeah.
So don't
I
shut
love
And
it off.
chat,
Kill the stream.
I'm
Okay.
trying to, and it won't.
Eliminate.
Chat,